I'm Joel.
Hey, I'm Grant.
I'm Hannah.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Eileen.
RJ.
And today, that's RJ. Today, we're going to be playing One Night Ultimate Werewolf. It's a secret identity game, very similar to Mafia or Secret Hitler or the other werewolf game. We have 6 players today. We've all played One Night Ultimate Werewolf before, yeah?
Yes.
Just to explain it quickly for the audience, we want to figure out who among us is the werewolf. We have one night to decide between each other who among us is the werewolf. If we can select the werewolf and the werewolf dies, the villagers win. But if the werewolf has somebody else die over the course of the night, the werewolf wins. Everybody is going to be playing a role. There's some fun roles like the seer, the insomniac, the minion, the troublemaker, the mason, the drunk, and the robber. So we're going to be playing and play along with us. You're going to be able to see who the werewolf is, and I think we should just jump on into it, don't you? Dive on into it. So feel free to let us know if you like this game. We'll play it more in the future. So let's start this up. So to begin with, what everyone needs to do is select one of the cards in the center, and that is going to be your role for the first night. I'll pick last. I'll pick last.
All right, I want this one.
Is there a strategy to that?
No, maybe.
Interesting.
I don't know who the werewolf is. I promise. Maybe.
For now.
So everyone then looks at their role card, memorize it.
I'm off book.
Nice. Yeah, you commit it to memory. Commit it to memory.
It's a tall order.
Tall order. And then put it near the center. Okay, and then the first night is going to begin.
Everyone, close your eyes. Werewolves, wake up and look for other werewolves. If there is only one werewolf, you may look at a card from the center. Werewolves, close your eyes. Minion, wake up. Werewolves, stick out your thumb so the minion can see who you are. Werewolves, put your thumb away. Minion, close your eyes. Masons, wake up and look for the other mason. Masons, close your eyes. Seer, wake up. You may look at another player's card, or 2 of the center cards. Seer, close your eyes. Robber, wake up. You may exchange your card with another player's card, and then view your new card. Robber, close your eyes. Troublemaker, wake up.
A lot of characters in this.
You may
A
exchange
lot of characters.
cards between 2 other players.
I'm playing piano over here.
Oh, I'm on harpsichord.
Oh.
Troublemaker, close your eyes. Drunk, wake up and exchange your card with a card from the center. Drunk, close your eyes. Insomniac, wake up and look at your card. Insomniac, close your eyes. Everyone, keep your eyes closed and reach out and move your card around slightly.
This is the hardest part.
Yeah, this is the challenging part.
I want to say that's mine? Yeah, okay.
How slight is slight?
Everyone, wake up.
Oh, I got such a good sleep.
Yeah, it's very restful.
I did not sleep well.
Okay, so we have 10 minutes amongst us to determine who is the werewolf in the group. It's either one of us, or it could be one of the burn cards in the center.
Okay.
I'm going to confess straight up
Wow.
that I am not the werewolf.
Oh, thank you. That's great.
Yeah. Boo.
A likely story.
Something a werewolf might say, but I will confess that I was a mason, and that there were no other masons in play.
I have a confession.
This I promise you.
Oh, we got another confession.
I have a confession.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit of a scamp.
Do tell.
I'm a troublemaker, and here's the thing. People were talking during my section of the directions, so I kind of guesstimated
Nice.
And it said, please switch with 2 people. I didn't know if 2 people had to switch or if I had to switch twice. So what I did was I switched with you. So you have my original card, and then I switched your original card. Your original card with RJ, and so those are scrambled.
Oh boy.
Keep up
So
with it.
you are Sarah's role,
right.
and Sarah is your role.
Yes, I'm a
Oh
scam.
wait, no, but Troublemaker is right up here.
This is what we game makers like to call a wrinkle.
I need,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need you guys to just talk a little quieter.
Because
A little quieter.
Because you.
Drunk.
I may have gotten a little drunk last night.
Oh.
so
Interesting.
so we don't know what this is. We don't know what I am.
No.
You said I am what Sarah was originally?
Yes.
Well,
So
okay.
this is the mystery card.
Not necessarily.
Oh boy.
Because
I'm listening.
the drunk goes after the troublemaker. So this is a new card, and this is the troublemaker.
Oh.
Order of operations.
There's a lot
is
of
important
werewolf
here.
talk going on. From this side of the table. There's a lot of like if-ands over here. I think there's a werewolf over there.
I was a
I'm
seer,
offended.
and I opted to look in the burn pile, and I saw one of the Masons and a werewolf. So,
Interesting.
which I was
Also
thinking like,
something
okay,
a
then
werewolf
technically,
would say, but
Yeah.
Guys, I
So I was thinking
commiserate.
technically that possibly you could be the werewolf, but now I don't know how any of that works with the troublemaker.
That commiserates mine only being one Mason. So I think she's telling the truth, or she's incredibly clever and a werewolf.
I've been neither of those things ever.
Guys, I too had a poor night's rest.
Oh.
Yes, melatonin fails me. I can do
Oh.
nothing because I just can't sleep. I'm an insomniac through and through from beginning to end.
Have you tried?
from beginning
From
to
I
end.
guess you
Beginning
said
to end.
melatonin. There's a
So
word.
he checked.
Like
He
warm
stayed
milk maybe in the future.
So we'll
Oh,
say
warm milk.
insomniac.
Warm milk.
Warm milk. Bedtime
Insomniac.
stories.
Are we confident in the insomniac here?
I am. I believe him.
I'm not confident in anything, except that I'm a Mason. True and true.
And also a skeptic.
See, okay, but here's the thing. Here's what
And I think the other Mason is
you keep
inside.
doing this.
Probably.
You keep grabbing your own your own.
This,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. This is what's going
This is
on.
what
It's a
I
little
am.
convenient.
So she said a Mason was in the center, and I'm a Mason. I didn't see any other Masons. You guys know. Chat knows.
See, but
Believe me.
here I'm gonna propose
Chad
something.
always knows.
Chat always knows.
If Joel is the werewolf and Hannah is the minion, she would back up his story.
But did she back up his story? It sounds. I think he
That's
backed up
fair.
her story.
That's very true.
Maybe things aren't very strong in Camp Werewolf.
But you said you saw a werewolf in the center.
I did.
Okay.
I saw a Mason and a werewolf for the 2 that I flipped over.
So if we
Oh,
kill
okay.
one of each other, the werewolves wins.
You
So
said you
wait,
saw a
wait.
Mason and a werewolf in
Wait,
the
which
center.
two
I did.
cards did you pick up when you picked them up?
These 2.
Oh.
Which one was the Mason?
Now, you guys, if I may.
Yeah.
Oh,
Intervene?
Hello, it's me, the voice.
Hello.
Hello, the voice.
Hello, voice.
Rogue Division has commented saying Joel is always guilty.
oh.
I mean, there was a debate to call this entire stream. I say we just kill Joel.
Just kill Joel. Yeah.
Yeah, unless
After Jackbox last week, I've you know what? I need to prove myself as a reliable member of this team, and I'm saying to you honestly that I am a Mason.
You've started by building walls.
I'm please believe me. I'm a Mason.
I don't know. I tend to believe chat, and they were literally watching.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
They
hopefully
know like a
the voice
helpful
would not tell us if it was actually true.
I mean, was it Rogue Nation? That sounds like a scallywag.
Voice says Rogue Division.
Rogue
and also,
Division.
if I may, Alex Cherrick says The Voice is his favorite show.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
It's important to talk about me right now.
I love you.
Thank you.
Would you trust someone named Rogue Nation?
Or was Rogue Division?
Rogue Division.
See, but
yeah.
now
Division.
you're
Rogue
trying
Division, I
to trying to
trust.
divide us.
You're trying to sow distrust in chat, and
I'm
that's
just saying I'm the Mason.
Werewolf.
See,
I'm
that's
saying I'm the Mason from the beginning.
that's a classic troublemaker thing to say, and I'm a troublemaker, so I know.
You like it.
I like it. I feel right at home. I'm gonna go wrestle.
Then why didn't you say it?
She's a bit of a scheme.
Oh, it got real in here.
Wow!
Real
Heavy.
fast.
We have 4 minutes and 16 seconds, so I feel I need to say something.
Yes.
Oh, please
Oh,
do.
if
Please
I
do.
may.
Yes, the voice?
Yes, voice.
Wendy
Yes, voice.
says dogs cannot be werewolves. Okay, anyways, continue.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Whitney. A dog with human hands, no less.
I mean, that's kind of a werewolf.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah.
No, not helping. Not
It's a
helping.
puppy.
Not helping.
I'd like to pause the game for a second to really dive into this.
All right, well, the clock's
Okay.
still going.
The clock is
This is
ticking.
pretty important.
The
And
game
running
of
out-
the shirt.
If a werewolf bites a dog,
Yeah.
does the dog just die, or does the dog have a new mutation?
The
If it
dog
can't be
cannot
a
die.
werewolf, sure,
Dog-
of course.
where-
Dogs
No,
never
no.
die.
Dogs
Weird
don't die.
dog?
I mean, I think it
Weird
just
dog.
becomes like
Weird
a
dog?
Wait.
I think that's how everybody
Weird
starts.
dog?
Strange
Yeah.
dog?
Strange?
a werepup.
But
Yeah.
Sarah has an
I have
answer.
another question. No. An additional question to this.
No answers,
Yes.
only questions.
So if
Running
a
out the clock.
werewolf if a werewolf bites a dog,
Yeah.
does the dog then become a wolf on the full moon,
Only on full moons.
or a human?
I'm convinced. I think that's the thing. I think he or she turns into a regular old wolf.
Okay.
That's my guess.
Guys, all I can say is I'm liking this discussion.
I like him. I like.
All right.
Also, that's a classic werewolf technique to bleed
Yeah.
the clock.
That's fair.
We
3 minutes.
I was about to say something before we got on this side. Before I
Sure.
sidetracked us.
If a dog bites a
so
wolf
I'm
bites
a little
cat, bites
confused
a
as to
rat.
where I should throw my loyalty because I started
Mhm.
in a certain role
Oh.
and things have really mixed up.
Mm.
And I've got a little bit of intel,
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
but I don't know if I should share it.
Well, we've got 2 minutes. I'd
Wait,
say
yeah,
it's the
we-
time.
All right. When I was the minion, I opened my eyes and I saw who the werewolf was.
Interesting.
That's all I'm going to say.
Wow.
That's all I'm going to say.
You're
But
gonna
I'm no longer the minion because everything went wacky here for a bit.
Wow.
So you saw who the werewolf was,
Mhm.
meaning that you saw a person open their eyes or like put their finger up or whatever?
Yeah, put their thumb up like they said.
I'm going to offer that the swap may have been a lie.
It's a very complicated
Oh.
swap.
I would never embarrass myself if it wasn't true, guys.
I think-
I'm very ashamed.
You're a minion.
I
It was a
believe that
very
was
complicated game.
I believe that it was as convoluted as you
I wouldn't
say.
Yeah. I think you're a minion still, and the werewolf's in the center.
No, counter. I think that Eileen was the minion and RJ's the werewolf.
That's giving me a lot of credit, and I like it.
We have 1:40 seconds.
You're literally wearing a dog person in
true.
transition.
We can't do this every round, guys.
Yeah, we're playing multiple
He
rounds. I
looks
can't be
like
the
a
werewolf
werewolf.
every round.
We also can't do that every round.
I know, that's why I did it now.
I'm so lost because
I forgot everything you said 7 minutes ago.
Run it back, run
and
it
it's
back.
terrifying.
We've 90
Because I
seconds.
literally forgot everything you said on that half of the table.
I'm the insomniac. Where are you at?
I was the seer.
You were the seer.
I saw the.
I started out
You
as
guys,
the drunk.
I'm the werewolf.
That's something a
Who would be
minion
like
would say.
that?
You were the werewolf.
Oh my god!
Where are
How
you?
much time we have left?
I
1
started
minute.
out as the drunk.
1 minute
Oh, there you
remaining.
go.
Okay.
I
And
was
then?
the drunk. I don't know because I pulled from the center.
Okay.
And then whatever happened here was very confusing. If it even happened.
So you could have, if there was a werewolf in the center, you could have pulled the werewolf and be it now.
I could, but I don't know. I don't want to be. I don't want to die.
God,
I
I
mean-
caused
If I
so
may.
much
Yeah.
trouble.
Sheena Sanders says, werewolf gonna win, LOL, day bad. So,
Oh.
AK, you're running out of time. Y'all better hurry up.
Oh my
30
God, there's
seconds.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Oh
30 seconds.
30 seconds left.
No.
Offer
30
this.
seconds left, McGregor.
Everyone just point where I point when the time runs out. Everything will be cool.
Excuse me? Excuse me.
Just point where I point.
I didn't trust you.
No.
I only trust my
no.
wife.
Point where I point.
What a
No.
play.
I am a recovered minion.
You're still a minion. I know it. I know it. You're still a minion.
Guys, I don't know.
5 seconds. Make
by
your
the way-
decisions
by the
quick.
way,
I don't
You're
think
still a
that's,
minion.
that's how the
3
minion's
seconds.
supposed to work.
Time is up. 3, 2, 1. Vote.
I'm very frightened.
We have 3
There's
for the
a-
center.
Is that a quorum?
So that's. I guess that's.
No,
the,
for the center,
voters,
yeah.
the
So we
center.
think the werewolf's in the center. Let's reveal who each of us was. I was indeed the Mason.
I was a werewolf.
Looks like someone should have listened to the recovered minion. Turned drunk.
No!
No. Well, then where did troublemaker go?
I'm terrible at lying usually,
not
so the fact that I got away with this is incredible.
In that moment, I trusted you so much.
You
I would
should've.
follow you anywhere.
Yeah. I'm
My
a straight
brain
shooter.
hurts so much.
Straight shooter.
Let's rock it back. Rock it
I
back.
can guarantee
tearing
I'm not
us
going to do
apart.
anything nearly as clever the entire time. The rest of them just going to be like,
There
well,
was literally a
Hashtag
moment
an alien.
Hashtag an alien.
where I was so caught up in the ruse of it all that I was about to call out Hannah, and she even convinced me, you know, there's a chance that whole switchy thing was a lie. And suddenly I was like, maybe I am still minion. Maybe I am betraying my loyalties.
Who am I?
I know. Can't trust Hannah. That's what I learned now.
So you were minion, and at the
Previously
end you
minion.
became
Drunk.
drunk.
Yeah, tale as old as time.
Oh my goodness, right?
Hey,
Right?
man.
The henchmen, they just lose
happens.
themselves and
Yeah.
they fall upon hard times.
Yep, exactly. That's what happened.
Werewolf day bad and day one.
Oh, nice.
I'm wondering if for our next game, if we should trade out somebody for another werewolf
2 werewolves?
to make things interesting.
okay.
Chat, should we
Werewolf.
play with 2 werewolves? Let us know in chat.
Yeah, chat, let us know.
That was a white knuckler.
That was really
That
stressful.
was
So I think-
very stressful.
That
So I
was
think that
scary.
if we have 2 werewolves, I think we should still do 1 vote. Since,
Oh,
remember, only 1 werewolf has to die.
Right.
For
That's
the
true.
villagers.
That's true.
Yeah.
I get that.
Okay, yeah.
'Cause I know that sometimes you can just have someone who's collateral damage, like, well, I don't know.
Who would
like,
we switch out if the chat
I was
wants us
thinking
to
the
do it?
Insomniac.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So you did do that complicated swap.
I did. Again, I would never lie.
I entirely believe
You
you.
made
Yeah.
the token?
I was
Yeah,
like,
the,
man, this will
token you have
be
to-
fantastic if she's like,
That's the zombie.
I slightly
Oh, this
broke
is the
the game
Insomniac? Okay.
just to do
Let me
this
mix up
game.
your
Shouldn't have
cards
talked.
again.
Chat, we playing 2 werewolves or what?
Chat says definitely 2 werewolves. Some people like Macy are saying, let's see, 6 werewolves.
I don't think we can.
You
We
know,
don't have
I
the
don't
cards
know.
for that.
I need
I'm
three-
sorry.
That's just a pack.
I think I need 3 more boxes.
that
We're
we're
just
just having a good
Do you
night
have
on
to
the
determine
town.
the alpha at that point?
Yeah, we have to figure out who
I
the
think
alpha
after
is.
that round, it's me.
Guys, I'm a beta.
And this is a awesome party game for Halloween, by the way. It's like 3, it says it right on the tin. 3 to 10 players.
I like
and
that
it's
you call that a tin.
Is
yeah, right,
it
it says it
10?
right on the tin there.
Right in the
Right on the
cardboard.
tin.
Clearly a cardboard box. And you're
box.
like, it's a tin.
It says it right on the tin to everybody.
Hashtag Joel is a time traveler from the 1920s. Get that trending in the
It
chat.
says right on the tin here. It's a 10-minute game. Ages 8 and up. Not a sponsor.
All right.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
But if they
not
do want to
You're not with
sponsor
Big
us.
B's here.
No, I'm not Big B's here. Okay, so we're turning off Insomniac and we're playing with 2 werewolves,
Yes.
2 masons, a seer, a robber, a minion, it's a bad boy, a troublemaker, another bad boy, and a drunk.
Well, the
Fun.
troublemaker is a bad boy on the villager side.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, can't all these people be bad boys at certain times?
Yeah,
Sure.
sure.
Yes.
You're all bad.
All right,
Quality is
change
expected.
him.
And all good boys, too.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
You're a good boy.
Even
good
the
boy.
You're a
werewolf
good boy.
was in fact
boy.
a good boy.
I'm taking a card.
Okay, oh yeah, we have to take
Oh,
our notes,
no.
yeah.
Oh, you're starting.
I forgot about the gameplay.
Oh, we're
mechanic for a
starting.
second. We're starting. Okay. So just lock that in. Cool. Neat. Okay.
Oh,
And
third adjective.
cool, neat, fun. There we go.
Everyone, close your eyes. Werewolves, wake up
Oh, yeah,
and look for
Oh,
other
yeah.
werewolves. If there is only 1 werewolf, you may look at a card from the center.
Imagine tuning into the chat right now.
The
Werewolves,
gentle thrum of
Close your
hands on the
eyes.
table.
What is going
minion,
on?
wake up. Werewolves, stick out your thumb so the minion can see who you are.
Welcome to Cute ASMR.
Werewolves, put your thumb away. Minion, close your eyes. Masons, wake up and look for the other mason.
Something's happening.
Oh, man.
Masons, close your eyes. Seer, wake up. You may look at another player's card, or 2 of the center cards. Seer, close your eyes. Robber, wake up. You may exchange your card with another player's card.
I'm getting a heck of a finger workout here, guys.
We're gonna get some carpal tunnel.
I'm gonna go to tapping.
Robber,
I'm just gonna tap.
close your eyes. Troublemaker, wake up. You may exchange cards between 2 other players.
Don't be confused by this part.
Troublemaker, close your eyes. Drunk, wake up and exchange your card with a card from the center. Drunk, close your eyes. Everyone, keep your eyes closed and reach out and move
Oh,
your
here we go.
card
Hard part.
around.
This is
Oh, there it is. The hardest part of the game. Yeah, got it.
Are we done the tapping?
Yeah, we're done with that.
Okay.
Everyone, wake up.
Good morning, everybody.
Oh my god.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I want breakfast.
I'm a Mason. I'm a Mason. I'm sorry, I couldn't keep it a secret.
Wow.
I have something to say. I have something to say first thing
Actually,
of all.
I can confirm that. I was the robber and I took your card.
I was
So I
the
am now a
Mason.
Mason. And you are now the robber.
Oh.
Unless you got switched.
Right? Oh, I
You're
don't-
both criminals.
Thank you.
I can confirm that the robber happened from this side because I heard movement on this side.
That is the vast majority of the table.
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
means that RJ wasn't the robber.
I mean, these fingers were flying the whole time, so there was plenty of movement.
Joel, you the werewolf?
No.
All right, he checks out.
Oh,
Sweet. Sweet.
Grant?
Grant, what are you?
guys, I was feeling a little mischievous. Yeah, so your boy made some trubs.
Oh,
Trubs.
Yeah.
What type of trubs?
I like it 'cause it's
double
first time.
trouble or dub trubs.
Dub trubs.
Dub trubs.
Hashtag dub trubs.
wow.
Yeah.
Team Rocket?
What did you do? What did you do?
I might have swapped some cards around me. How close?
What?
What? What cards did you switch?
I swapped these two.
Interesting.
Uh,
So you said what just then?
I said, well, who goes first, the troublemaker or the robber?
The robber.
The robber goes first. So I switched with RJ. So
Okay.
I became a Mason. He became a robber. So you switch these two. So you're a Mason now. I think. And
And that means you're a werewolf. We should kill Hannah.
okay.
Oh, baby,
I don't know. I don't know what this card says.
Wait. Are you saying that at the start of this game you had a werewolf card?
Yes, and
think that's
Hannah
what he
now
said.
has my werewolf card.
Oh.
Meaning I am on the villager team, I am no longer a werewolf, and Hannah is a werewolf.
And you're currently a Mason?
Oh, I have no idea what I am. Is that what I am? Troublemaker?
Wait.
Or
Well, I mean,
I'm confused.
That
I
kinda
know that I'm
sounds
not a
like
werewolf
With
anymore.
Mason.
That's what kind of sounds like something a minion would say.
A minion or a werewolf
Hmm.
who's trying to throw a suspicion off onto another person.
I will reveal this. There are 2 werewolves among us.
We knew that by how we
Yes.
set up the
Ouch.
game.
Well, Oh yeah, that was like 5 minutes ago or something. We're playing 2 werewolves.
Chad
Yeah, you
said
remember
2
that.
werewolves.
No, but the other werewolf is not in the center. It is one of the
Oh.
players playing right now.
Oh,
Chat. You know.
Chat knows.
Chat knows.
Chat know. They're 2 werewolves.
I'm already
Speaking of
so
chat.
confused.
Tammy Nielsen says, "Awoo!"
Oh, whatever the wolves brought an air horn.
So it's the werewolf club horn.
The werehorn.
Werehorn. Hashtag werehorn.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I would say that I was originally the werewolf. If that did get swapped, then you would be the werewolf, and then I would be whatever you got swapped as originally. What were you originally?
So I was originally the robber.
Yeah.
I switched with RJ.
And became.
I became a Mason.
You said it was a Mason.
You became a Mason.
She said it was a Mason.
She said it was a
Says
Mason.
It was a Mason.
She says it was a Mason. Okay, so then I guess technically then I would be a Mason if what I'm saying is true, which I think it
Then
is.
show me the secret Mason handshake.
That's just a
He
regular.
checks out. Yeah,
It checks
yeah.
out.
Just a handshake.
With a slight thumb
With
rub.
a slight
I
thumb rub,
actually
yeah.
just
Full
saw
thumb
there's
rub.
like 8 secret Mason handshakes depending on your position
I've-
within the
yeah,
ranks.
yeah,
It's
that's-
incredible.
Pretty
But
wild.
yeah, that was one of them. They're all very common
my-
handshakes.
Cancel the game. We're going into
Open
this.
Google.
Yeah.
So if a werewolf bites a dog, what happens?
Yeah, this is a good thing.
Yes, it's good. I'm glad this is being
I think
called
we should move
back.
on to cat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Weird cat.
Guys, a lot of people want you to say yeet.
Yeet.
There we go.
Nice.
That's all.
Did-
That's all.
Did we do
Yeah.
good?
Yeah, you did great.
We
Did
did.
we
do
yeet
well.
well?
We yeeted it. Neat.
Neat. Neat. Yeet.
Yeet is the sound of streamers.
So I think Hannah's a werewolf, but I also know that there's another werewolf at the table, but I'm unsure because everything was swapped around.
Are you willing to tell us who it was originally?
Wait.
Why would he say you're a werewolf?
Because he was once.
Maybe?
A werewolf.
Let me think about that for a second.
If he was...
Eileen's the other werewolf.
What?
Whoa!
If he was a minion,
100%.
if he was a minion and they swapped,
We're gonna go back to this in a
he
second.
would try to kill. He would know.
Kill Eileen.
He would try to kill the minion. He would kill his, a werewolf's familiar, as it were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But if he kills the minion, the wolves win.
yeah. So I'm saying, if he knows you're a minion, he's gonna say you're a werewolf, so that we get you either way. He's just trying to double down on the fact that we should kill you if he was a minion to start with. Yeah.
Confused.
I'm
Can you
so
see the question marks
confused.
over
No,
my
I
head?
see what you're saying.
If he knew
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was a minion at the start.
Okay.
He would
And
also
there-
know who the two werewolves.
No, but I'm a werewolf. You were a werewolf. She's now a werewolf.
So the only
you might still be a werewolf.
Whoa! I'm getting something new now.
There's a lot of
swap,
Minion.
the swap,
pointed
Well, there's gonna be fingers in 4 minutes.
the swap mechanic that we started with was that you swapped with him, right? So you were originally the robber.
We're also believing this,
Right.
just so everybody can
Very
keep
true.
up with our thought process.
Absolutely.
We're trusting that she swapped.
I mean, Mr. Mischievous literally swapped these two. That's all I know. That's my truth. So if I'm just trying to say, why would he? You said he was a what?
I said that he was a mason.
Because you said you were a mason, and then
Yep.
I switched y'all.
And I know I was a werewolf, so she has to be a werewolf.
The
And
real
then
question,
I know that Eileen originally was a werewolf because I'm on the villagers team. I'm trying to kill them werewolves.
But if he
I
has
was
come
sleeping
into
like a baby during that section.
if he's come
of
into
the
possession of a
prompt.
werewolf and he started as a minion and he believes her tale and
Yeah.
my tale, he thinks that she's a minion. He's gonna say, "I'm sorry, I'm throwing you to the wolves."
question
Mr.
for you
Minion?
though. Minion said what?
What? No, it's very scientific. I'll give him that.
yeah.
Forward.
You've been curiously
Sarah's been
silent.
quiet.
Yeah, what is Sarah?
Is Sarah perhaps a werewolf?
Oh, bam, 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 bam. Slam dunk.
I'm just saying I might be a bit of a party girl.
Oh,
Again?
Again,
Drunk again.
I know,
Excuse
I
me.
know. I said
the
I was never
problem.
gonna do it again, but it was really fun.
so you have an
Actually,
unknown card
Sarah,
there.
We gathered
is
you
what
here
you're saying.
because we all care about
Yeah, this is an intervention.
Okay.
Well, she took a card from the center, but it wasn't a werewolf.
I don't know.
It
According
wasn't.
to Joel.
According to me, if you believe me, she's not a werewolf.
I mean, she just said she was a party girl. She never said she was a drunk.
Come on.
Maybe she's just
No shame.
a happening
No shame.
What
wolf.
kind of parties do you like?
Big furry fests.
I
That
like
points to werewolf.
to go out and camp by fire with some s'mores.
And a moon.
Maybe.
Also might be werewolf, but
Sometimes.
You heard it here.
I'm just
She
telling
a
my-
wolf.
I'm throwing the werewolves
I'm
under the
telling my
bus.
truth,
It's
but
Eileen. and
I am not a
Sorry, Hannah,
werewolf.
but it's also you now.
I was the drunk.
So we only get, even with two werewolves, we only get one finger to point, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I think the safest bet,
Yeah.
if I believe Joel,
Uh-huh.
and I think I believe Joel.
Thanks.
Are you
hey,
feeling
thanks,
okay?
everybody.
No, I'm actually a little
Can you
lightheaded.
think about how you want to sleep tonight when you're like, I believe Joel today.
I know. It feels weird to be on this side of the coin.
I just know I couldn't live.
I know, right?
No.
Sheena says they're gonna lose if they keep arguing.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're not wrong, Sheena.
You're not
kinda
wrong.
like
the werewolf
life.
has won once already.
Sheena, that's
Sheena,
kinda
you're
like
very
life,
wise.
you know?
I mean,
So I personally think, I trust Joel. I think it would be cruel to kill Hannah because she's a werewolf, not on her fault. She got a swap happen when she wasn't around. I believe she's a werewolf. Be cruel to kill her. I say we kill Eileen.
Wow.
I mean, what do
I
you have
don't-
to defend yourself, Eileen?
Guys, last round was a real roller
1
coaster for
minute.
me. Was a real roller coaster. I was a troublemaker. It didn't go well. Why would I want to subject myself to being a werewolf
Guys.
again when I what?
I firmly believe
Interrupt
in,
a woman.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't want you to subject yourself to that. I do believe in Joel's cruelty.
Oh,
I do.
Oh.
that's very sweet of him.
So
Don't you think?
I'm okay casting.
frankly,
to my
I
right.
have.
There's
I
there's
have
sort of a
nothing
minion
to
vibe
add
coming
to
from
this.
over here.
Actually, whoa.
I'm just
Brainstorm.
confused with everybody.
You're a
30
minion,
seconds.
therefore you didn't swap things around, which means you're still a werewolf. You're a werewolf. Hannah's not a werewolf.
I think she is.
Minion talk!
No, I feel like she's wolf too.
Guys, I'm so scared.
Yeah.
I'm so scared.
Well, no, I wouldn't. I didn't draw the wolf.
Sarah, I think this is the best one to kill. safest one
Oh
because
my
this is a
God.
big question.
It's 7 seconds.
I'm
It's got
scared.
topsy-turvy.
I'm scared, but I'm gonna do it.
This is like prom night all over again.
Oh no.
Time is up. Everyone.
Hannah, you're not a werewolf. Point this way.
2, 1. Vote.
All right. We got our 3.
Okay, yeah. What are you?
I'm a werewolf. Yes! I wasn't sure if I was still also a werewolf.
Yeah!
Oh, so the Swappums was right.
Spooky.
So were you not a minion?
Where are
No, she was a Mason.
I am
Oh,
so sorry
It's
for my
okay.
cruelty.
It's okay.
I'd like to say
Guys,
to the chat.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I was the seer. I said I was the seer. I was a troublemaker. I said I was a troublemaker.
100%.
I cannot tell a lie.
It was true. I was the Mason.
I wasn't killed, but I still lost.
Yeah. So everyone calm down. Hannah still lost.
Yeah. All right, so let's mix them up again.
Guys, you weren't kidding about that carpal tunnel, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just started tapping.
I have to do a couple little.
I'm gonna do some sick beats
exercises.
on this next one.
I
Just so
was,
you guys
I'm
know.
gonna just try to guess what song I'd be playing on the piano.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Do a little Billy
Can I
Joel
request
over here.
Africa?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Entertainer
Classic.
or Pure-Elise. The two songs that most people
It's
know,
gonna be the Cheers theme song.
where everybody knows your taps.
Are we?
All right, so we're in for the game 3. All right, chat. How was
Yes. So chat's digging this. Meaningless says, "Wow, you can trust Joel." So you're already going up.
Dun, dun.
Cute
Coming
also
up.
made it a point to do hashtag trust Joel or hashtag.
Thank
I think it was don't trust Joel.
Wait, which
it was
one?
an option.
That matters.
You
that?
can.
Matters big time, guys.
Chat had to pick. It seems like everyone's divided on you right now.
Either way, you're trending,
That's
and that's
probably
good
pretty
news.
bad.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I'm
yes,
trending.
yes.
I'm trending up, everybody, or down.
And then a lot of people said R.I.P. Hannah.
Rip,
But
Hannah.
now's the chance to redeem
Rip.
yourself.
Well, Hannah won one
Yes.
Yeah.
and lost the other.
It's true. Yeah.
And it terrified me when she won the first one, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah. I think that's an important question. Which one of us would be the scariest werewolf? And I think it's Hannah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in real life.
She seems like a
100%.
scrapper.
Yeah. That would be terrible.
Scrappy.
Really.
She's
really
just
scary.
the one you'd least expect.
Yeah.
Right?
For me, it wouldn't be much of a change. You know? It would just sort of like I'd have one night when I didn't sleep too good.
Yeah.
That's it. You know?
All right, I'm
Do you have
picking this guy.
like pent-up things that would just like loose themselves upon the villagers?
Yes, but I take care of those in therapy.
Oh, okay, well that's good.
Oh.
Wait, did you? Oh, these are the things.
I was just showing it to
Okay.
Chad. I was like, "Hey, look at that. All right, everyone got it? Let's go.
Everyone, close your
ASMR
eyes.
time.
Werewolves, wake up and look for other werewolves. If there is only one werewolf, you may look at a card from the center. Werewolves, close your eyes. Minion, wake up. Werewolves, stick out your thumb so the minion can see who you are. Werewolves, put your thumb away. Minion, close your eyes. Masons, wake up and look for the other mason.
I gotta switch hands.
Masons, close your eyes. Seer, wake up. You may look at another player's card, or two of the center cards. Seer, close your eyes. Robber, wake up. You may exchange your card with another player's card, and then view your new card. Robber, close your eyes. Troublemaker, wake up. You may exchange cards between two other players.
This is the best part of the stream, am I right, guys?
Troublemaker, close your eyes. Drunk, wake up and exchange your card with a card from the center.
What's everyone dreaming about right now?
Pancakes.
Yum, yum.
With real maple syrup.
Drunk,
It's a short
close your
stack, but it's
eyes.
good.
Everyone, keep your eyes closed and reach out and move your
Oh.
card around slightly.
Grab it. You can do it. There you go.
Yeah. Got it.
Everyone, wake up.
Good morning, everybody.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Someone waking up.
I'm the werewolf.
You can stop that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
Minion.
Hearing that.
I'm gonna hear
In
that
my sleep.
in my dreams.
Oh,
Dream
man.
about fingers.
I don't know if you guys caught that. I just said I'm the werewolf.
Oh!
Snap.
Oh, snap.
So if you want to get this over with.
That's
I'm
a
gonna say
likely
minion.
story.
100%
Classic.
minion. Let's just take the minion button. I'm going to confess, I was the seer. And I looked at one person's card, and it was Grant's.
Oh,
The
Do
closest
tell.
one to you and
Yeah.
the most convenient one to flip. Checks out.
yes.
Yeah.
A
It was-
likely story.
I didn't have to reach far to switch it.
And what did you see?
Yeah.
under-
I saw that Grant was the drunk.
Ooh.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie, I do feel a little tipsy. You saw correctly, seer. He's a solid seer, this one.
But now we
Solid
don't.
seer seeds.
No, wait, you.
That's true. I've no idea what I am.
Can you.
He
Would you
might
mind
be a
sharing
werewolf.
which card
I'm-
you picked?
I picked this one, I believe. There were a lot of fingers flying. I think it was this one. Yeah, it was closest to me. I'm in Camp Joel on that.
Yeah. I just grabbed the thing that was closest. So we think drunk is here. Okay.
I mean, I don't know if I remember, but yes.
Okay.
But I mean, if Grant was the werewolf and Joel was the minion, this could be.
This is the worst part of the game because
I'd
my
just like
brain
to
breaks.
point out that I'm.
So we need
the
a bottle of
werewolf.
Tylenol right here.
It's an interesting gambit to just like out with it right at the top.
Yeah.
A minion would
Tell-
do it.
do
Who else
tell.
would do it?
We have it. There is a. Was it Tanner? But we're not playing with
There's
it right
no
now.
Tanner.
I was like, if there's
Oh,
a
we do
Tanner.
have a
We
request
should
for the
include-
Tanner.
We do have a request.
I was gonna
Next
say
game.
that would be fun.
We'll do
Next game we'll do
Tanner.
Tanner.
Yeah.
DJ or Stephanie?
That's exactly what I said.
It is
DJ
literally
Tanner.
what she said. Yes.
The Tanner is an interesting character because they desperately want to die. So they're another gambit of like a person who's like, kill me, I'm the werewolf.
And if they die, they win.
Oh, wow, guys.
Guys, did you know that the dog from Full House is the same dog that played the dog in Air Bud?
Air
It's
Bud.
my favorite fact.
Wow.
Is that the
Yeah.
same dog on Joel's shirt?
I mean,
Probably
at-
not.
It
Probably
doesn't
not.
look like Comet or Bud.
I mean, was
Did
the
you know
same
there's like
dog
10
in all
sequels
of
to
the
Air Bud?
Airbuds?
yeah.
There's like
There's
Space
like
Buddies.
Now
and,
they're
An
like,
talking.
air puppy,
Yeah.
like
All the
weird
air,
stuff.
The grandchildren and great grandchildren.
Wait, here's my
Sound off in chat if you like the Air Bud franchise.
Wow.
And if
I
you
saw
haven't-
Space Buddies and it
If
was
you
pretty
haven't
cool.
seen Air Bud, the first one is great. The rest of them,
Oh,
Answer
that's
this
fine.
continuity question for me though: is who else is in the lineage of the Air Buddies that taught them how to speak English? Because Air Bud didn't talk; he just played some b-ball.
And,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he
yeah.
ate yogurt.
Really? Is that a
There's like
plot
a
point?
plot point in
Is
the
that,
movie
like,
where he
in
like
the mythos
he like
of
makes like
Air
a
Bud?
trail of yogurt, and I just think about that every time I eat yogurt.
Is this like a Planet of the Apes situation where
Oh, they're
Airbud's
evolving.
his exceptional genes like pass down the ability to speak?
Because I think we're on like the great-great-grandchildren of
I
Air
guess
Bud
they
at
just
this
get
point.
more and
We
more
are running
evolved
down
and
the clock.
intelligent.
We like
Wait
to
a
run
minute.
too
I was
fast.
Wait a
gonna
minute.
say though,
Running down the clock with an Air Bud
RJ.
like scenario is totally a werewolf thing.
But also, asking questions about Air Bud
Just
is an
kinda cool.
RJ thing.
It's just kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's kind of a
man,
neat thing to
playing
do.
metagame.
You're right,
I know.
but at the same time, I mean, you've been wasting a lot of time in these
RJ
games,
would talk
and I
about
feel like it's
Air
become
Bud. Like,
Guys, I'd like to let everyone know that she literally just took the werewolf
werewolf.
token and put it atop her card.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Who else? Who's the other werewolf?
Yeah, can you tell us with your canine
Yeah,
sense?
you open your eyes.
just
and-
shaking her
unless
head.
if it's in there.
What's with that?
This is
You don't want to
crazy.
accuse your fellow pups.
This is
Well, if I was a minion, I'd still know.
anarchy.
I'm a Mason,
I mean, it's-
or as I like to call it, a Mace daughter.
I will say this with your confident little statement. Someone was a little troublemaker-y.
Uh-oh.
It was me. And I swapped these two because they were the closest to
I'm top.
Check that.
Yeah.
Solid strategy.
Yeah.
Just so I didn't have to be like, oh, hi, everybody.
Can we clap closer to the mic next time?
interesting.
So you're
Yeah.
saying which you swapped which?
These two.
These two.
So
Alright.
if you were a Mason, Sarah's a Mason. Unless you were both Masons,
May
and then
daughter,
it was
I
all
believe
just
it was.
out of...
Was it
May
May's
daughter.
daughter?
May
Mace
daughter.
daughter.
May's daughter?
Yeah.
Thank you. It's Mace exclusive.
Sarah, what you be?
Well, I guess I'm a Mason now.
Oh.
Huh.
What you be before.
I was just
What
another
you were?
Mason.
What you be?
Oh.
So
in the
you're
past as well?
suggesting
Yeah.
You went from
when
a
you
Mason
both
to a Mason.
opened your eyes, you were both a couple of May daughters,
Mm.
and you pointed at each other, shared a little wry giggle.
That didn't happen.
Oh.
I was the only one that opened my eyes, so there's another Mason in there.
Oh.
So that means
I don't
You're
know.
probably a
to be
werewolf
honest.
and you just outed yourself. 'Cause
No,
the only
I'm a
reason
mason.
Sarah
I
wouldn't say-
was a mason in the beginning, and when I opened my eyes during the prompt, I didn't see anyone else open their eyes.
yeah.
Therefore, mason's in there somewhere.
Unknowing werewolf.
I mean, I could be an unknowing werewolf. I could be an unknowing May daughter. I mean, I don't
It's a
know,
number
guys. I don't know. I was in my cups.
This is a heck of a way for you to find out.
Oh wow. So it could be
Deep in
werewolf. I'm still seer.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still happening. I don't know.
Hannah's the real. She's just like throwing a knot in the. What's the metaphor? Rope. Knots
Yeah,
have-
throwing a
ropes have
knot
knots.
in the rope.
Yeah, as
yeah.
the old saying says.
Throwing a knot in the berry farm.
What
Yeah,
if-
that's what it is.
Why would the werewolf give themselves up so
theory?
I would assume it's because they're the
You've got a
minion.
theory.
I have a theory.
soon? Yeah, theory.
There's no werewolf out here. Both of them are in there. She's the minion, and she needs to protect them.
I mean, it's.
Oh.
I like this theory. I mean, to say so confidently, I am the werewolf,
Yeah.
would assume that she's minion,
very
right?
strong.
That's the
So wait,
strongest
so
minion
the
play.
more important thing is, Sarah, what were you before I switched? Just say it.
Just say it.
You're not it anymore.
I nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose except if you're a
What were
werewolf,
you?
which you could be.
Oh yeah, good point.
I guess the truest truth is that, you know, I was the minion.
I don't buy that for a
I don't
second.
buy that either.
I mean,
don't
she
buy that
said,
for
I
one
guess
second.
it was the truest truth.
That is the qualifier to keep it.
The truest truth. It wasn't just the
Universal
truth.
reality that we all
It
subscribe
was the truth.
Stronger than a pinky promise.
Yeah, it's the truest version of it.
Eloquent.
But it was precluded by an I guess ...
Yeah,
as she
which
scrambled to
Oh,
find those
right.
next words.
Ellipsis at the end.
Was it
yeah.
an ellipsis or was it a hyphen?
I mean, I heard ...
Running the
There
clock
could have
with
been a double
hyphen
dash.
ellipsis talk is
I sort of imagined
werewolf
the ...
material.
but
Oh.
I guess it's up to interpretation.
Still thinking unknowing werewolf.
I think unknowing werewolf.
What do you
Guys, if I
say?
may,
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's all raise our hands and say our names real quick for
Yeah.
our viewers.
Oh.
Joel. This is both of my hands. Sorry, Joel.
Hey guys, I'm Grant, and I was the drunk.
Hannah,
I'm Sarah.
I'm the werewolf.
We'll see about that.
We'll see.
Eileen.
RJ.
Okay,
Yeah, we got-
that's all. Good
Yeah,
job.
we got a
Guys
couple
did
new
it.
faces today. We're having a lot of
Giving
fun
yourself
playing
a round of
werewolves.
applause.
Blast. I'm terrified.
Unknowing Werewolf is like a great indie album name.
That's a good
yeah.
band name
That
too. It's the
is.
self-titled first album of the band Unknowing Werewolf.
Right. Oh, yeah.
I think we need to add that to the list of usernames that we have going in
I like that.
Unknown.
Unknowing Werewolf.
2 minutes, guys.
Oh,
Nowhere
we're getting
closer.
the finger point of
We're
focus.
getting the finger point of focus. Yeah. It's getting pressed very tautly too.
That's true.
Not werewolf. Might be werewolf. Possibly werewolf.
Probably werewolf.
I'm not sure about you.
I already forgot what I was.
Oh.
right. I was the troublemaker.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I'm so fascinated by this. Why would you just be like so rogue?
Yeah, this is wild.
She's a minion.
Guys, let's have an intervention. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Let's
Why would a werewolf
Search
do
I
it
that?
question why I do a lot of things constantly.
Okay. I'm hearing.
Are you fine right now? Are you fine?
No, I've never been okay.
maybe it was a situation where like the Tanner became a werewolf, and so the
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
the Tanner
But
in
there's
this game or
Tanner.
not?
No, the Tanner's not in this
If the
game.
Tanner's in this game, I know exactly why she did.
Undercover Tanner.
Also a great album.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good Radiohead track. Werewolf. Maybe werewolf. I still don't believe you.
She's an unaware wolf.
So if you
Oh,
that's so much
I wouldn't
better.
even be mad if I am.
Oh, sorry.
Werewolf.
That's it. Goodbye.
Good night, everybody. Unaware wolf.
no, we're not. We're still,
No, we're still playing. We'll be here for
So
what, another hour?
good.
A long
we have
time.
45
I made
seconds.
I didn't
Oh,
make
God.
any other plans today.
What do we do?
If you don't believe me, then you have to discredit what I said about the
All right,
switch.
all right.
If you do believe me, this is the werewolf card. This is a Mason card. Sarah
I'm saying okay.
lied for some reason.
Okay.
Only 30 seconds left.
If what you say is true,
Ruh-roh.
I was the
Ruh-roh,
werewolf. You switched with Eileen, which would make Eileen the werewolf.
There we go. The truth comes out.
Oh my god.
Also, quickly,
Is it your truest truth though?
Yeah.
quickly, it
truth,
sounds like the
please.
robber was not in play.
Oh.
Yeah, it does sound like the robber.
Robber's in there. Okay,
Sure,
so
we haven't heard any Rob talk.
Yeah.
no
I
Rob
still
talk.
think my two werewolves in there theory holds up.
Spoken like a true
True.
unaware wolf.
On a werewolf.
I could be in denial about my fate.
1.
Time is up. Everyone, 3, 2,
I'm so in my head right now.
vote.
All right.
What do you got? What do you got?
Flip that card.
Flip that card.
I'm a minion!
Oh,
I am a werewolf, I told you! I said I was
you
a
lost.
werewolf.
You had misguided loyalty.
Why walked away?
Because exactly for the reason
Why would
you
you
said,
do that?
Why would you do that? I'm not mad because look how handsome I am.
That's fair.
Galaxy brain. I was the seer.
I debated whether or not I was going to do this if I ever got the werewolf
I just
card, and it
wanted
just
to
kind of
prove
came out.
that
So
I
I was like,
could-
well,
I could
guess
do
I'm
it.
not.
You did it.
You proved
Man,
it.
I just wanted to prove that I could trick everybody.
So you played us from the very start.
werewolf win. You
I'm
were
a-
the other
I'm
werewolf.
Wolf
No,
win.
I'm a May, I'm a May
threw me-
person.
You threw me
No.
He's a May person, yeah.
You threw me a curveball, Hannah, and I just want to say that I think I did a great job.
You did. I think you did too. I'm very proud of you.
If anyone has a horn, I'd like to toot it.
No, I can toot it for you. You great. Good job.
Sarah played the truest minion of all time. Even after she knew
The
she was
truest of
no
true.
longer the minion, she played the role of the minion and sacrificed herself.
Wow.
That's really
That's
noble.
really
It's
noble.
very noble.
That was like deep.
Yeah. It's impressive.
So, chat, are we playing with Tanner? Let us know.
Yeah, I just want to say that from the beginning, everyone was shooketh the second Hannah said, I'm the werewolf.
Game changer.
Game changer.
It
indeed.
was, it was a little polarizing. Some people were really into it. Some people were like, I remember one person saying, I'm really glad that she is very honest. And then other people were like, no, Hannah, don't do it. Don't do it.
You know, it's funny. I think one of the best things about this type of game is like normally like the type of werewolf that you play, like the kind of mafia type, you go round after round where you're keeping up with the lie. But with this, you can just do something so wild and out there, and it's only 1 10-minute round.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's not like you've like left yourself like, oh well, I'm gonna lose in 30 minutes.
Right.
You know?
We are getting into the weeds of so many rounds where people just want to mess with stuff. And that's when
I
it's
was
fun.
very
I'm making
excited.
these two
Hannah has won
kiss.
twice. Hannah's won twice.
I feel like that's where the ultimate comes in.
Yeah.
It's like, just try stuff.
All right, so who are we switching out for the Tanner?
Maybe the drunk.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
Okay.
out of here, you
Get out of here,
drunk.
drunk.
Yeah.
We're gonna
there
play
like-
with the Tanner.
Is there like a Kimmy Gibbler on the table?
Probably the troublemaker.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Have you seen my jacket? It's just me.
Any questions?
So
Yes,
the Tanner's in
several.
play. The Tanner wants to desperately die.
Oh, that's
Desperately.
depressing.
He's seen some
We've
things.
seen some things. So we have 2 werewolves. 1 minion,
Okay.
1 Tanner. That's gonna make it real hard to find them
One
werewolves.
minion, 1 Tanner,
2 Masons,
2 werewolves.
a troublemaker, and a seer, and a robber. There's a lot of wild stuff in here, guys.
Right.
This game is proving to be.
This is
So-
a happening town.
So this, right? This setup could be a pack V1, right?
Oh. Could be like a 4 against a 2.
Against a
situation.
drunk,
Against a drunk.
Oh,
situation.
interesting.
Yeah.
or the
I
drunk
mean,
could be part of the pack.
technically, the Tanner is a one-man
Yeah, exactly.
team.
Yeah.
That's true.
So it's
That's true.
1 versus 1 versus 3.
We've got a lot of new people in the chat.
Yeah.
Could you re-explain very quickly the objective of the game?
Yeah.
Do it, Joel.
So we are playing One Night Ultimate Werewolf. This is a secret identity game, very similar to Mafia, where in this deck.
Get it?
Oh yes, werewolf. Yes. It took me a minute. My brain's still reeling.
Every
from the
time
last
someone
one.
says where now.
Yeah, that's a good game.
Yeah.
I'm for it.
I'm sorry.
Everyone listen intently.
In the tail, yeah. So in this deck we have 2 werewolves.
Wolf! Darn it!
I said it already. And one of us is going to be, or 2 of us might be the werewolves. We have to decide as the villagers who is the werewolf, and after nightfall, pick who among us should die. That's roughly it.
Yeah.
Yeah. in
And
so
we
many
each
words.
have special different roles when we pick up our card, what they might be. The announcer will tell us what we have to do when during the night
Yes.
when we're asleep.
There's lots of roles, like the seer gets to look at other people's cards. The Tanner just wants to die. The Masons can look at each other in the night. Also, the werewolves can look at each other in the night. So there's a little bit of camaraderie amongst thieves here.
It's tearing us apart as a friend group.
There's a lot of yelling if you're just tuning in.
Also interesting to point out that there's 3 cards that go in the burn pile, so there are 3 rolls that go unfilled.
Great
Yeah.
point.
So let us select our roles for tonight.
Keep taking the card I would have
No, I want you to have that one.
I don't want your pity anymore.
Are we supposed to show this to chat or not?
I was just sort of going like, "Hey chat, what's up? Hey, hey BCam, what's
I mean,
up?"
they kind of figured out when like they
I
open
just
your
don't-
eyes.
Yeah,
part
yeah, yeah.
happens.
I mean,
That's true.
They're
Yeah.
smart.
I've been
You guys are
throwing. I've been
smart.
throwing Lukes. I've been serving Lukes to chat. Is that appropriate?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so everyone's got their card, and the night will begin.
Everyone, close your eyes. Werewolves,
Also, we
wake up
we close our
and
eyes.
look for other werewolves. If there is only one werewolf, you may look at a card from the center. Werewolves, close your eyes. Minion, wake up. Werewolves, stick out your thumb so the minion can see who you are. Werewolves, put your thumb away. Minion, close your eyes. Masons, wake up and look for the other mason. Masons, close your eyes. Seer, wake up. You may look at another player's card, or two of the center cards. Seer, close your eyes. Robber, wake up. You may exchange your card with another player's card, and then view your new card.
If you're just tuning in, this is the best part of the stream right here.
It's like a David Lynch film.
Yeah.
Robber, close your eyes. Troublemaker, wake up. You may exchange cards between two other players.
This has got to be mind melting if you just tuned in right now, though.
Troublemaker, close your eyes. Hold on a minute. You, with your eyes open.
Oh.
That's cheating.
What?
Everyone, keep your
What?
eyes
What happened?
Reach
Chat,
out
that's
and move your
you.
card around slightly.
This game is sentient.
What just happened?
What just happened?
What just happened?
Everyone, wake up.
I feel like they maybe throw that in there just in case.
Just for the hell
Yeah,
of
you
it.
can open your eyes.
That
now.
was.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna lose sleep over that.
Yeah.
Wow.
What just happened?
The app
I
just
feel
like
like we were
trolled
accused
us.
of something.
I know.
He did. He tried it.
Yeah, he chided us just a little bit.
I don't know about you guys, but I am on edge for this round.
Yes.
Are you
Tense.
on edge for any particular reason?
Mainly just him calling people out for.
Oh, okay. So it's still the
I
slap on
see
the
your
wrist.
eyes
Yeah.
open.
I see your
I'd like
eyes
to
open.
open up
Close.
discussions
The floor
by
is open.
saying that I was the seer
Mm.
and Hannah was a werewolf.
Interesting.
Huh.
I would also like to say that I was the seer, and he is a minion.
He was a minion. Because I'm a little bit of a scamp again. I was the troublemaker and the troublemaker, and I switched you two.
Ooh.
And I did it right this
There's a lot of
time.
amber.
Which two? Me and
I-
Sarah?
Yeah, you and Sarah.
I
So
would like
if
to
you were a
say
minion, then she is a minion now.
that Joel is a liar.
Nope, I'm a seer.
I mean, this,
You're a
it's,
liar.
It's close.
This is tough.
Yeah. I am the seer. He was a minion, I guess.
think that Joel was the robber. Because I can guarantee when we started, I was the seer. And if he's the seer now, he stole my card.
Huh.
Well, Hannah, you're kind of quiet. What's up?
No, I'm trying to figure out how this works.
Huh.
So then you'd have the robber. Who goes first in this series of events?
So if what I'm saying is true, if he's the robber, I started out as the seer.
Okay.
He took my card, which would make him the seer, and I would be the robber, and you would still be a werewolf.
Yes. But you.
And you switched.
I switched RJ
yeah,
with
okay.
Sarah because I'm a rapscallion.
So then,
So
That
that
means
would be
that-
the robber.
that-
I don't know what this is.
this would be something else.
Whatever
What are you?
RJ was to begin with.
It's interesting
Minion.
It's interesting.
Which is why I'm convinced by this accusation.
It's interesting that I'm sitting between two people who've said that they were the seer.
I also find it interesting.
I also find it very interesting.
Because
All right.
I was the seer.
Oh.
No, I am Spartacus.
If I may,
everyone, look to the.
Oh, we got a voice.
Yeah.
if I may,
You
Will
may.
Bob says, and yes, Will Bob says, pro tip: don't start with if what I'm saying is true.
Touche.
Because a lot of it isn't. Would everyone please look to the camera and say, "I was the seer"?
I was the seer.
I was the seer.
No, just
Oh,
one at a time.
I was
No,
the seer.
all at once.
You saw me. I was the seer.
Hey,
I was the
hey,
seer.
hey. I was the seer. Okay, you know it.
Good Zoom.
Hey guys,
Yeah, thank you.
I was the seer.
They're both liars.
I wasn't.
They're both liars.
Oh, you're not playing this game?
I was not the seer.
You know
She
what's so
wasn't the seer.
crazy
There
about
are enough
this game?
seers in this
What's like
boat,
really
man.
insane about all of
I
this
think-
that's like blowing my mind is I was the seer,
Right. Wait.
and it's like
Am I
Were
the
you?
only one who wasn't the seer?
I guess so. Like we were all seers.
Unbelievable.
That guarantees though that she's the werewolf.
Because there are that many seer cards, right?
I'm
Are
just
we playing with 3 seers in this
I'm
game?
going crazy.
What's the tin say, Joel?
I think the tin, the tin
Almighty
says
tin.
just the one seer, but 3 to 10 players. Not a sponsor.
Yeah.
Would the plural on that be
Big Bezier.
seers?
I think that you're the
Seers?
tanner.
Oh yeah, there's a
Oh.
tanner.
Oh, there's a tanner in the game. I forgot about that.
Don't
Yeah,
forget.
DJ.
Okay,
DJ
new
Tanner.
theory.
DJ.
Danny Tanner.
I lied earlier when I said that I was in fact the minion and supported Joel's lie. So Joel's lying. Is it possible Joel heard you say I'm the seer, then lied about being the seer because he's in fact a tanner?
Whatever happens.
So like he wanted to incriminate us.
Man,
We can't afford it. Stop there.
Sorry. I'm a scamp.
So
Yes.
I'll also say
My mind is reeling.
I know
right
this is gonna get crazy.
Okay.
It's gonna get crazy.
I think that he's either a werewolf or a minion.
I actually know who the werewolves are.
now. Interesting.
I started as a werewolf. Like I said, I lied earlier when I supported your lie, saying you were a minion.
Thank
Because
you
I
for
was
that.
trying to keep up with the rules of the game. I was in fact a werewolf to begin with, which means Sarah's now a werewolf. And because I opened my eyes, you weren't a minion, right? You were the seer.
I was the seer.
Cool.
I was the seer.
I am
But
not a seer.
but I was the seer.
no,
I was the seer.
no.
Guys, you can't trust these two. I was the seer. I was the seer.
Hannah, you the seer?
No.
Okay. She
Hannah's
wasn't the
Hannah's-
seer.
Because I was a werewolf before, I know that
she
Hannah
might be
is a
the seer.
werewolf this time.
But I think Hannah might be the seer.
How it works at
Hannah
all.
is a werewolf.
I opened my eyes as a werewolf and I saw another werewolf. And then they switched. So werewolf, seer, troublemaker.
Troublemaker.
You two, I don't know.
what
Just
are
good
Minion or
friends.
tanner?
Wait, yeah.
Minion or
What are
tanner?
the
of guys
odds
having
of
fun,
me getting
right?
werewolf 4 rounds in a row?
Chat,
Chat, can you do the
give
math?
us the odds on that one, would you?
Can
we've been
confirm
adding
100%.
more
That's
wolfies.
exactly what happened
what
because I saw it.
So I'm supporting what Sarah said. I'm also saying
Oh,
she's a
great
werewolf.
Song. Death Cab.
Yeah, I support what Sarah said.
I don't think there's a Tanner in play. I think the Tanner is in there. I don't think any of you is the Tanner.
Tanner under
So
wraps.
Tanner under reps.
now,
Under rep Tanner.
So that
perhaps
means-
Joel would lie because
If he was
he's a minion.
the well,
Oh, you say your thing.
if one of them is the robber. Sorry.
I got the giggles.
I need
If
to
one
hear
of
this.
Can't help it.
If one of them is the robber and they took the werewolf card, maybe they're playing as a werewolf now.
Oh boy,
'Cause
that's
I-
quite the wrinkle.
Because if Hannah,
Oh, yeah.
I
Thank you, thank you.
I know Hannah started out as the werewolf, but if one of them was the robber and took the card and is now playing as a werewolf, then
Was the robber before your seer turn or after your seer turn?
I think after.
After,
It's
I
robber, troublemaker, and then
Brother.
Order of operations.
I'm gonna let you know
guys.
right now, guys. I'm gonna confess. I wasn't the seer. I'm sorry.
We know.
I lied to you.
We know.
I lied to
Liar.
all of
It's
you.
not really.
I
It's
lied
not
to
a
all of you.
You
confession.
lied to
I
us.
wasn't the seer.
So what are
Grant
you?
still
what
might
were
be
you?
the seer.
I am the
Sarah, I
seer.
don't think she was a seer.
No.
Sarah, definitely not a seer. I'm
Why would you?
gonna confess.
Why would you do that?
I'm gonna confess. I'm one of the other ones. I'm not the seer though.
You're one of the other ones.
I'm one of the other
One
ones.
of the other ones.
One of the.
One of the other ones. Yeah. But
Oh,
I'm
we
not
have
the
the
seer.
math for the possibility of Hannah being a werewolf 4 times in a row.
Yeah, yeah.
It's 1 in 3 zillion. Hanatillions.
Wow.
Oh my god.
We've
That
broken,
doesn't
we've
lie.
broken new mathematics
We've broken the
ground here.
Hanatillions.
Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah.
With this information, I'm more convinced that Grant was the robber and switched with my card.
Oh boy, this is hard to keep up with. Yeah. And then that
We
would
have
make
2 minutes,
you
guys.
the robber. Couldn't he have swapped with Hannah too? Because again, the rule of person who's closest to you is the one you're gonna switch with.
Yeah.
Oh, but you would also be a werewolf right now and changing your tactic to get the werewolf away from you. What am I doing? Why do I listen to Sarah? Sarewolf.
Sarewolf.
Werewolf, I love
This
it.
is unfair because even if I am the werewolf, I started out.
What
as
are the odds that there's 2 werewolves standing there? No, somebody has to be a
No.
werewolf, right?
Hannah's a werewolf because I saw
Hannah
it when
was
I
a
was a
werewolf.
werewolf.
Okay, so, okay.
But she might have swapped again because life is a nightmare.
Yeah.
That's true. If you could take away one thing from this whole live stream, it's that life is a nightmare.
Sometimes.
We are locked in here.
It's spooky though.
It's very spooky.
I just woke up and I was in this room.
Yeah.
I don't remember my life before this.
This is the worst Saw
Saw,
movie.
saw type
Yeah.
We're going to want to play a game.
I feel like my,
Werewolf one night.
my seer
From 3
powers,
to 10 players.
my seer powers have betrayed me, and
Ages 8 and up.
Man.
either way, I'm gonna lose.
So
1 minute, guys.
Sarah or Hannah is probably still a
1
werewolf,
minute remaining.
but with wiggles and such.
Hmm.
What were you?
I was the seer.
No, you weren't.
No. No.
We've established that.
What was it established? I feel like you were the
Oh, I'm definitely not the seer. Definitely not the seer. He still might be the seer.
I'm the seer.
Definitely not the seer.
I'm the current seer.
Oh, that's right. That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Oh.
Werewolf?
So you're
Troublemaker!
I was the werewolf. You know. Oh, see, she admitted it right there.
Only 30
What?
seconds
What did she
left.
miss?
She's the
Werewolf.
werewolf.
Oh.
She's the werewolf.
This
But she
is-
might have been swapped. I don't know.
I have deja vu right now.
Why are you like this?
I
Because
think.
I'm not on Team Werewolf anymore. I'm the seer. I'm the seer.
Okay. Who are we voting for, guys?
I'm gonna
I'm
say
voting for Hannah because that's who she was in the beginning.
cool. Even though it'll make your team lose, you werewolf, you unaware-wolf.
I'm unaware. I'm
She-
an unaware wolf.
She's an unaware-wolf. That's my vote.
Maybe.
All right,
I don't
so
know.
we
I think
kill
so too.
Hannah.
Time is up.
I'm going for.
Minion! Joel's a minion. Don't listen to him.
Vote.
I don't know, not me.
All
This is
right.
my vote.
Flipper.
Flip it.
Werewolf.
Werewolf.
Minion?
Why do I keep
I was,
being
I
the
was a
werewolf?
little rapscallion minion.
Oh, you ended up. Okay,
Will
okay,
someone
okay.
please explain why I keep ending up as the werewolf?
I mean, the math checks out.
The math does check out. Chat did run the numbers.
Seer. Seer.
Little scam.
Well, then, does that make me a self-werewolf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the villagers actually won that
There's a
time, which is
subreddit
nice.
for self-werewolves.
I know.
I love it.
I was stealing that. I wasn't gonna confess.
I'm sure
but
there's probably one
So
for
was
other
anybody the
werewolves.
Tanner that round? Nobody was a
I
Tanner,
don't
right?
think so.
Oh, let's get that Tanner in play.
Let's get that Tanner in play.
Oh, you were a werewolf. That's right.
For anyone just joining, I hope you
Because you
don't join
started
in
out
like
as
2
the
minutes
robber?
from now because it's going to be eyes closed and tapping. But
I don't think
That's the fun part. It's the BTS, guys, the
Yeah.
behind the scenes. We
Right.
get to see what's going on in the game.
if it's
Thanks,
alright with
boys.
everyone, if
You're
I
welcome.
get the werewolf again, I'm just gonna go ahead and want to switch if that's okay. 'cause
I get it.
every single round.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
yeah.
I did the first two as the drunk, and I was like, God, give me another card. Give me a different card. I just want to play a different character.
werewolf,
I
open
al-
your eyes. If
I
it's
always-
Hannah, please change your card with a different card.
I want to be the troublemaker
I suppose
forever.
that's why you tried that gambit. You're like, let's just see if this works. I'm the werewolf.
Can't do it again.
Has anybody in chat played this game before at your like game nights or anything? It's a lot of fun. There's like a bunch of expansions for it too. But
I heard there's aliens and vampires.
yeah.
Oh, man.
And there's
even
a
spookier.
daybreak variant of this
Oh,
too.
okay.
You can mix all the games together and have
Like
like,
a super
really
game?
super game.
Oh, you can play super game.
You can play super game. yeah.
There's actually also a villains one, like a super villains.
Ah.
Yeah.
I bet if you
Not a
mixed
sponsor.
every deck together, put them all out, Hannah would still pick werewolf.
She would
Yeah.
definitely still be a werewolf.
right? Every time you're a vampire or werewolf.
Come on!
But yeah, we're playing One Night Ultimate Werewolf. It's a secret identity game like Mafia. It's a lot of fun. We're having a great time, right?
Social
right?
deduction.
Yeah.
Nothing's
Having
more fun than social deduction.
Lying to your friends.
Do you think the humans will win this time around? You guys are not doing great. I'm just gonna say that.
We just
Yeah.
won. They just won.
You
last
won,
run.
finally.
They've won.
Oh,
We're
whoa.
gonna ride that
I
wave.
think
Yeah.
it's 2 and 2.
I feel like
Oh, it might be 2 and 2.
I feel
Yeah.
like that's a bigger
Have we played
question.
five?
Like
We played
outside
five?
of,
It's
do
like,
you
what,
think
6 and
humans win?
Yeah.
In the end.
6 and 1.
6 and 1.
Bad.
Oh, really?
Hannah, you keep winning.
Hannah is like the MVP so far of
Yeah.
this.
But there was one game definitely before that where I got killed and I was the werewolf. I'm so confused.
Hannah's definitely still winning the game, though.
Just take the win.
Take the win.
win.
Why do
You're
you
making
want
a
to
bad
wear it?
job.
Yeah.
Unnatural. I
Kyoot's
don't
doing
like
a bad job of keeping score.
All right, so we want to jump back into another one?
Yes.
Cool. And everyone close your eyes and let Hannah pick again if she's the werewolf, I
Yeah,
guess.
I'm kind of concerned that we're gonna get another slap on the wrist from Mr. Moderator on the app.
Yeah.
Do you think he's got more?
Oh yeah, I haven't
wiles?
recovered from
He's very stern.
For anyone just checking in, the app was actually watching us the entire time.
Very uncomfortable.
with your eyes open,
Close them.
That's cheating. Oh, wow.
Oh my.
Don't.
The iPhone 11's really good, guys.
iPhone 11, my dad.
Those 2 cameras are really working out.
Is your dad a voiceover artist?
Guys, let's not talk about my life because I don't remember it. I woke up in this room.
My life begins when I wake up after the game starts.
Can I just say that's a really fetching jacket?
Hey, thank you.
Yeah. It's very spooky. Spooky.
Is
Is
it
it,
very
spoopy? Is it spoopy? I'm still kind of in the weeds on spoopy.
I like Spoopy.
Spoopy's
I like
good.
Spoop.
Everyone in chat likes Spoopy. I
Can
love
someone in
Spoopy.
chat define spoopy
I
for me?
spooped my pants.
We didn't ask you to use it in a sentence, but I'm glad that you did.
Ooh.
Complete silence.
How is Spoopy? Yeah, explain that to me, chat. How is Spoopy different than Spooky?
Because
Please.
I remember seeing like there was like the origin in like 2009 on like a Tumblr post, but it's taken on a life of its own, and I don't know much more about spoopy.
That's interesting.
I want to learn more about Spoopy. Chat, what's the deal with Spoopy?
Explain
Tell
it
us
to
about that, Spoop.
Tell us about that Spoop.
Don't quote me on that year. It might not have been 09.
Spoopy's just really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spoopy, overall, just very good.
Just
like
fun to
Spoop.
say.
Is it like
Yeah.
a Snoopy thing?
I think it's
don't-
sort of like it's just spooky is a little too scary.
Oh,
So like spoop is like the fun.
it's like the
Fun
softer
scary.
edge of
Yeah.
spooky.
At least
Yes.
now the clock isn't running down.
Yes, yeah.
That's
We're
true.
about to do
It's a pregame gambit.
Yeah.
okay, here we go.
All right, let's see if Hannah wins again.
Everyone,
We're about to do a Charlie Brown
close
here
your
in a second.
eyes.
That would be a great
Oh, wait, we
play
don't have
on
the rights to that.
And look for other
forgot what it was.
werewolves. If there is only one werewolf, you may look at a card from the center.
Ashley's laugh is very telling.
Werewolves, close your eyes. Minion, wake up. Werewolves, stick out your thumb so the minion can see who you are. Werewolves, put your thumb away. Minion, close your
That's
eyes.
such a weird way to say that.
Masons, wake up and look for the other mason. Masons, close your eyes. Seer, wake up. You may look at another player's card, or 2 of the center cards. Seer, close your eyes. Robber, wake up. You may exchange your card with another player's card, and then view your new card. Robber, close your eyes. Troublemaker, wake up. You may exchange cards between 2 other players.
I hear shuffling. I hear some shuffling.
Close your eyes. Everyone, keep your eyes closed and reach out and move your card around slightly.
I gotta find it. Where? Oh, I see hands.
I don't know what purpose this serves.
Wake up.
Some people have that photographic memory, you know?
You can remember where the cards were.
All right.
A game-based photographic memory.
Well.
This is a good stream. Let's all
Yeah.
get quiet and think.
I miss the tapping. Oh, there it is.
No, please.
Yeah,
please,
bring
guys,
back that
We're
tap.
promised a
Please
sick
stop.
beat a few
Yeah,
minutes ago.
I'll get to it in the next round.
Okay.
I forgot my roll 3 times before playing this round. My brain is mush.
I'd like to open up and just say that Joel and I are Masons.
Can confirm. Am Mason.
You were a Mason.
Ooh.
Oh,
how do you know that?
I got a little thrifty with my fingers. I got a little made myself discount for free. I robbed. I'm a robber.
So you're
I'm
saying
a robber.
I'm a
Please don't
criminal
call the
now?
police.
So you're a Mason now?
I am now a Mason. I'm a reformed robber. I've found the errors of my ways, and I'm trying to start a new life.
I've fallen on hard times and now have
You
to rob
have
for a
become
living.
a robber.
Yes.
Sort of a Jean Valjean
I
situation.
suppose.
I'm going to trust.
Okay. I'll say that... Well, has anyone moved my card? Did anyone move my card?
Any troublemakers?
Troublemaker?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a Mason. Cool.
No. I moved your card.
You moved my card.
You-
So you were
you
saying I'm no
reached?
longer a Mason.
Yeah.
You reached across the table?
Yes.
How long is your arm? And
Something
how
that has
wide
not
are
been
you?
done this entire stream. I think
That
they
was
would have
very-
felt that.
That was very deftly done.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty
I didn't know.
sneaky.
I'm right
Who
next
did
to
you
you, and I
switch?
didn't notice
Who
it.
did you switch him with?
Yeah, what happened there?
I'm trying to figure out if I weigh the...
What role were you to even do that?
Do you remember?
Yeah. I was the troublemaker, and I know it because, again, checked it 3 times.
Okay.
So I was the troublemaker. I swapped you.
So you're saying I'm a troublemaker now?
No. I
No.
can't swap with you.
Okay.
I swapped the 2 of you. I'm trying to figure out the best way to play. I swapped the 2 of you. So what were you to begin with?
Oh.
I don't believe him one bit, everybody.
Is he playing me?
Well,
What were you?
But
to
you
begin
also
with?
didn't
Mason.
answer the question.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're very hesitant.
If you were a werewolf to begin with, then you're on our side now, and you should out him as such.
Define
Wait, excuse me?
our.
Well, I don't know what I am now.
But you
Because,
did
no, I don't. I should still be, because all the mixes were me and you. Those were the only
Yes.
mix-ups. So I am still a troublemaker.
R would
If
be
I
in the
may?
village.
Yeah.
Oh.
No one thinks the humans are gonna win. So just letting you guys know.
You know, now with
Prove
that
them wrong.
attitude.
Prove them wrong.
Oh, no. Okay. So no one thinks the humans are going to win.
Oh boy.
Hey, Hannah.
I was a werewolf to begin with.
What do I use?
Okay.
What do I do with that information?
Okay.
I was a werewolf to begin
To
with.
begin with. Now, if
That
you
just,
were a
that just makes
minion
my
to
brain
begin
hurt
with-
more. Chat, help me out.
Hannah, are you a werewolf?
That would that would be the biggest play.
Oh, wait.
Is if Hannah was like, I'm not gonna be the werewolf again.
I never want to be the werewolf again.
Pulls out the werewolf.
And remains werewolf. Because we're like, Hannah doesn't want to do
That
it
would
anymore.
be
So meta.
She's playing the meta game.
I was.
Are you that scrappy?
She seems like a liar.
Yeah. In this situation, I think you're right. But you,
I ran
I
out of
still
good
don't know about you.
excuses.
For me.
Eileen, when
What
you're the
about
robber,
him?
you get to look at the card that
all
you
right,
swapped
all
with,
right.
right?
So
Yes.
you
And this
said
is
that
definitely a
you
Mason
started
card?
out as
Okay.
the werewolf.
I did.
Was there any other werewolves when you opened your eyes?
Because you're on our side now because you're a Mason now.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I will fully admit that I may have broken this round.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What? How? What? How?
Is this
Because-
a pretzel? Because this is a plot twist.
Plot twist at the 5-minute mark.
Guys, real talk. I was told to open my eyes, and I didn't.
Whoa.
What?
It completely skipped my mind, and I'm really sorry. I feel like I
This
let you
game's
down.
harder this way.
I let my. If there's a fellow werewolf out there, I'll let him down, and I want to make amends. I fully admit, I was a werewolf. I may be a werewolf no more, but I let my pack down, y'all. I let my pack down.
That is
wait.
quite the wrinkle.
Hannah, if you're claiming to be a minion, was he a werewolf?
Did you put your thumb up for the werewolf?
I did. I caught that, and I was like, because like you, like I checked it 3 times. Like we went like right into that, and I was
We
like,
played
I
this
haven't
game
looked
played
at
this
too
game.
many times.
I haven't looked at it.
We've played it like, what, 7 times?
Yeah.
How could you forget to open your eyes?
I was so lost on Air Buddies. I'm so sorry.
Forever. That was a million bits ago. We got so many bits
We've moved
since
on
then.
from Air Buddies.
All right.
Hannah, I want to explore your minion-dom. Who did you see put their thumbs up when you were a minion?
If I'm a minion, doesn't really benefit.
She said, if I'm a minion, which means she's not a minion, and I'm running out of steam.
You're playing a linguistic game, and I'm here for it.
So,
Analyzing verb tenses.
Werewolf says what?
It's okay, I said what before. It doesn't mean anything.
Well, you just said it again.
The
so.
science
I'm
is
like-
dubious at best.
Werewolf says what?
Oh.
We're gonna finish this stream and never gonna trust each other ever again.
No.
No.
If we
My
ever get out
brain
of this
is
room,
mush right now, everybody. Chat, I hope you're
I was
you're
wrong.
along for
This
the ride
would be
here.
the best Saw movie, not the worst Saw movie.
Yeah.
This is
You want to play a game?
real.
See,
Let me
okay,
see a
but
little
okay.
Dracula.
Yeah.
You want to play a game?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players.
you're a Transylvanian jigsaw.
I'm gonna propose.
I do. I will marry you.
To whom?
Gotta dust this old baby off.
I'm just gonna say that chat said we're never that the villagers are never gonna get it.
Right.
So if Hannah is in fact the werewolf, that would be a clue to like we all agreed that Hannah was not gonna be the werewolf again for the next one. But if we all agreed and she was and the chat saw it, then they
Yeah.
would
I might
that
need-
would be a
might be
clue.
werewolf.
I might need you to connect those dots once
Yeah,
more.
it's just like
Those are just words to me. I didn't
It was a
understand
bit
the
of a word
connection.
salad, and I don't know
But
if
to
I'm
be
ready.
fair, I am
Try
still
follow.
But I want
traumatized
to. I
from
want
the
to
app
know.
yelling at us.
Yeah.
Which one is Hannah?
Are you saying there's a meta thing going on here?
I'm saying
About-
that chat saw who the werewolves were
Yes.
and
But did they?
what did
Oh,
they?
that's real.
I mean, they saw maybe my
man.
thumb. I don't know.
But
if
if
Is
it's
chat
two
messing with us right now?
I'm gonna say this. Hannah,
I'm so scared.
is Joel a werewolf?
I'm a minion.
So you would know.
Guys, I didn't serve a Luke, and I feel like I broke it.
Guys, Sarah proposed to me today.
Yeah, no.
And I
I mean,
had to have a hard conversation with my boyfriend later. So I'm thinking a fall wedding.
I mean,
And
if you're
that's-
stuck in this room forever, though, plans change,
I
boyfriend.
could
I call best man.
in.
Nice.
Flower person.
well, if it all takes place in here,
Flower person. Flower person.
I say we kill Joel because I'm pretty. I know you said
it's the
you
name of the
started.
stream.
Kill Joel is the name of the stream, right?
You started with the werewolf.
100%
Messed it
started
up
as a
royally.
werewolf. I did. I really screwed the pooch.
I don't even remember what I was anymore.
I swapped it.
Oh wait,
you
no.
were Mason.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And
then
I
she was a
swapped it.
Mason.
So I'm confident that Joel.
What's it
Is a
like to be
werewolf.
confident?
You know, it's pretty good. A lot of things get handed to you in life.
Oh my gosh.
You know,
Unless
it's.
are the werewolves in the center, and that's why we're gonna lose.
that's also that crossed my mind.
That
I could see a werewolf being in the center.
werewolf.
That's different from a werewolf.
Ah,
An unaware
real
but
werewolf.
Grant says that he was definitely a
I
werewolf.
was a werewolf at the start,
Yeah.
for sure.
So Joel's
Okay.
werewolf, we kill him dead. Unless
So there was-
Hannah has anything to say about that.
The genuine surprise on your face.
What? No, I'm a Mason.
1 minute.
Oh, God.
Oh gosh.
I mean, as
If I'm.
a minion,
Was there any
I
other
have no
swappity swap
reason.
after this?
I have no reason to stop you from killing Joel.
She said because she's
That
also
was the
a
creepiest
werewolf.
thing I've heard in the stream so far.
I'm killing Joel. I don't know who's with me. I don't care who's with me. I loaded up my werewolf killing shotgun.
Alas, poor Joel, I knew him well.
Oh
minute.
no!
I think you should all just get
This
along.
is you.
Somebody hand me a pumpkin
Only
to hold.
30 seconds left.
I basically just said that he was.
Yep, this is classic minion talk. Reverse psychology, but she's also a werewolf, and I'm getting stressed out. But we're gonna kill Joel.
All right.
I don't think you should kill Joel.
What game are you playing here?
What?
Are you the?
Let's go. 10 seconds.
Well, she would
Is
say
she a
that. if
werewolf
she was
again?
minion.
Yeah,
Is she a werewolf
then
again?
lose.
she's a minion or a werewolf.
Oh.
Oh,
I
she's
think as the other werewolf, you should kill me.
3,
Tanner.
in the
Tanner.
middle.
She's a Tanner.
1. Vote.
Dude, I'm going with the math on this one.
We got 3 on Joel.
I am
On a werewolf.
Oh.
I'm an unaware wolf.
Wow.
I'm a
Humans
Tanner. I
win.
have no idea what was
Yeah,
going on.
well, yeah, you played that well though.
That was
Humans
good.
won.
Did I
Humans won.
did I leave anybody out to dry?
Was anyone else a werewolf?
Was anyone else a
I don't
werewolf?
think so.
Wait, and you were the tanner?
Oh,
Tanner.
literally
Oh.
no blood. Needless confession, y'all.
I love them confessions.
Wow, that's solid.
Whew.
Wow.
That was
Wow, my mind's jelly.
crazy.
Wow. All right, well, guys, we won. How about that, chat? We did it. We done did
you
it.
wrong.
Guys, what should I go as for Halloween?
The tanner.
Like a Full House kind of thing?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
actual Tanner?
No, like exactly.
Or the Tanner from this
This,
game?
The tanner from this game.
I need to see his
this guy,
face.
yeah,
Oh,
This guy?
yeah.
Oh,
Do we have the
yeah,
card so we
dude.
can show chat?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's take a look at that.
Let's take a look at peek.
This artwork is incredible. This artwork is the
It's so
definition
good.
of spoopy, right? Did anybody ever chime in and chat on spoopy?
Whoa.
Yeah, do we have a
consensus on
consensus on
Spoopy?
Spoop?
I think my favorite answer was a spooky ghost who didn't make it to the bathroom.
Oh. Because I feel like
I get that.
a game that has like a hard edge
Similar
element,
pun.
like a darker element with a lighter
Ew.
artwork. It's like the artwork is spoopy
What are the other
because
cards?
it elevates the game and makes it
We
more
have
approachable.
yeah.
donations. I
Mason.
don't know why I did that voice for the
Did
man.
you like
Yeah.
Mason?
Donations. I'm just a troublemaker. love, I'm just a wee
That sounds exactly like me all the times I was a troublemaker.
Would you say
I'm the tanner.
scampish?
I'm a little
Scampy?
I'm a little
Are you like
scared.
a shrimp scampi?
Do a werewolf for me. Do a werewolf voice.
Werewolf.
What's an unaware-wolf sound like?
Yeah.
Werewolf?
Then
Yes, well done.
just a little minion.
So the minion and the
They're all from Oliver Twist.
They're all from the same family. And then the seer.
Oh, I'm just a
I'll tell you what I see, crumpets.
I see crumpets ahead of me. Oh wow. Okay. They're all related.
So guys-
that's really what's happening.
Is there another one we haven't used yet that we could toss in for?
Yeah,
I mean,
for
there's
sure.
there's like un doppelganger.
Ooh.
Oh,
how does that work?
doppelganger.
That sounds
Ooh.
complicated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's be complicated.
It's this like marrying of persons and faces.
I'm gonna throw out there the idea of throwing in a normal villager. No, really though.
What was chat one?
The game is
What
now
does chat want?
basic.
What
We-
are the options?
We have Hunter. We haven't played Hunter yet.
Oh wow.
I don't even know what the hunter does.
Yeah, we haven't done Hunter. Doppelganger. Let's just look at the cards.
The hunter
really fast.
is like a regular villager, but at the end when they vote, whoever they're pointing at automatically dies. So if
Oh
they
my
disagree with
goodness.
somebody,
That's
two,
a lot
like
of
more than one
power.
people.
The
die.
hunter.
Oh,
Oh,
I
that's
like
pretty
that
nice.
power.
Pretty good.
I like that power.
This is the hunter card, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah. What's
So,
the hunter's voice?
You're saying that the hunter.
hunter's voice.
I'm just out here trying to catch a werewolf.
Okay, so it's still in the same family. It's all cockney.
And sweep your
This isn't a
chimney.
village. This is just like a very dysfunctional family.
Yeah, of people. Cockney.
Right, with your accents, I'd say this is a Hamlet.
Yeah. And then Doppelganger is just like a Navi from
Avatar.
Avatar. Yeah, like half Navi.
I like Doppelganger.
Oh wow, does she have Sahelu,
Oh
the
my
secret
God.
bond?
wild.
Yeah, she has the sacred bond. So what do we think, chat? Do you want to play
That's
with
also
the
like Jennifer Lawrence kind of mystique.
yeah.
Oh
A
yeah,
little bit.
Yeah.
little mystique
But you're
action.
right, the ear is very Navi.
Yeah, do we want to add in the hunter or the doppelganger? The hunter seems powerful
The hunter seems like Stress City.
because the hunter.
La Chancla says we should add me, which is La Chancla. La Chancla wants to play. La
I
Chancla,
know.
you
Chancla's
are
back.
playing.
Over here.
Come
Yeah.
through your screen, jump through and play with us.
It's a new character type. It's a new character type. Joel, if La Chancla had a voice, what would it be?
Nope. Nope. Nope.
It's not a little cockney.
Well, La
yeah, I'm
Chancla
La
says
Chancla.
Hunter, so I feel like we should do Hunter for La
Hunter.
Chancla.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
That's fair.
Okay, so what are we switching out for
We
the?
could do
I'd say keep the tanner.
Seer, maybe?
I mean, are there basics that have to be in every game?
No, you could do
Werewolf.
whatever. Yeah, werewolf.
the werewolf.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I vote take out Seer.
Take out seer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
Take out
Interesting.
seer, and
We've
we'll
lost
add...
our sight.
Yes. And then hunter. Okay. Cool.
No more
Oh
Trelawney.
my god.
Nice.
Hello.
When I was around,
I'm sorry, don't feel threatened. I love you.
It's okay. I'm confident in.
all it took was a buck
my
tooth to like get your hackles up.
I have a type.
All right.
Or was it like that, like Gaston weapon on his back?
But the
Oh, I
greatest,
have to
the
add a
greatest
hunter
weapon
on
of
this
all
one.
is love.
Oh yeah.
Okay, no seer. We're doing hunter.
All right.
Question
So
mark?
2 werewolves, a minion, 2 masons, a robber, a troublemaker, and a hunter.
2 werewolves.
Just make sure they're all in a line.
I'm just gonna go for it.
Look at your card.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over
Look at your
here.
card. Look at your card. Look at your card.
This one's closest to me.
The rule of the day.
All right. We ready?
Sure.
Push her
yeah.
into the middle. All right. And the night will begin, and vigorous tapping. Sorry, chat.
Everyone, close your eyes. Werewolves, wake up and look for other werewolves. If there is only one werewolf, you may look at a card from the center. Werewolves, close your eyes. Minion, wake up. Werewolves, stick out your thumb so the minion can see who you are. Werewolves, put your thumb away. Minion, close your eyes. Masons, wake up and look for the other mason. Masons, close your eyes. Robber, wake up. You may exchange your card with another player's card, and then view your new card. Robber, close your eyes. Troublemaker, wake up. You may exchange cards between 2 other players.
Something scampish is happening.
No!
Troublemaker, close your eyes. Everyone, keep your eyes closed and reach out and move your card around slightly.
Oh, where is it? Oh, no, that's somebody's hand. Okay, there it is.
Hold your hand.
Everyone, wake up.
Good morning.
Oh, God, I need some oatmeal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
my favorite breakfast.
Cannot accuse werewolves before my coffee, all right? I am a beast in the morning.
So
Wait,
you're a werewolf.
so you're
Not a clue.
No,
Just a bit.
Well, I would like to say that I was a Mason.
Was there another mason?
Yup.
It was RJ.
You said yup really early,
Yup.
and you said it again a second
It's a
time.
character choice. This is how my Mason
Okay,
talks.
okay.
Oh.
Yup.
Yup.
You
But-
need more mortar for those walls?
Yup.
You. Interesting.
Okay.
Joel, you a werewolf?
No,
All right.
definitely not.
What are you?
I don't know if I want to divulge that information quite yet.
Turn away. He
Yeah.
cut himself off.
Interesting.
I want to see how this plays out.
Suspicious.
Yeah.
Suspicious.
I felt like my card was way off when we were doing this part, so I don't know if I got switched or if I am just a fool.
Did you pull the full card?
How's your sensory memory?
Yeah, we didn't play. Did we play for
There's a gesture type.
But I'm just putting that on the table.
Oh, next time. Yeah.
I got 3
Juggle.
numbers.
Juggle through the entire game.
If you drop a ball, take a card.
I will say, I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but during the werewolf round, it sounded like somebody picked up a card, so that maybe there's only one werewolf in play.
Oh,
I
interesting.
did not hear that.
So werewolf can pick a card in the center. Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
If there's no other werewolf, then you get to look at one
No,
card.
One card in the center.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you think there's one werewolf?
I think.
Huh.
So everything.
Just like how I think my card moved. But
everything
maybe it
aired so
didn't.
far.
What were
is
you
that
before?
You guys are Masons.
Okay, guys.
We're Masons.
What?
Everything.
What just happened?
Everything.
We're Masons.
Everything
Okay,
said so
you're
far was that
Masons.
you all said you were Masons.
Yes.
I'm just.
You said your card was
I'm-
potentially bandied about.
Yeah, it was possibly dandied about.
Bandied.
Before that, I was going through something. I just I want to end my life. That's what I want.
Oh, she was a.
But I don't know if
Tanner.
I don't know if I'm that anymore. So
I see.
that's why I'm admitting.
Well, I'll confirm that it wasn't bandied. It was dandied. By this dandy.
You dandied her card?
I dandied it. I dandied it
Heavens.
about.
He dandied when he should have bandied.
I moved her card
All right, well then.
because I'm feeling a little scampy.
Oh my God! Does that mean I'm now a scamp? Does it?
I don't know.
No, I don't think that can. I don't think that can
I don't
happen.
think that's possible. I remain
I want to be a
scampish.
scamp again.
I'm the
That's where I feel
troublemaker.
at home.
I'm the
So who
troublemaker.
did you switch it with?
I
Yeah, so I'm
switched
switched.
these two.
Interesting.
So,
And you were what originally?
I was a tanner.
She said she was a tanner. I was just waiting for one of y'all to say something, and then I would reveal the dandying.
So you need to kill me then,
I'm
because I'm the werewolf and definitely not a tanner.
Hannah's got something to say.
Wait.
now going to reveal I was the robber and I switched cards with RJ.
All right, so
Whoa,
if
what?
that's the truth, then my swap has no bearing on your swap,
At
and
all.
vice versa.
Vice
So that
versa.
would mean
'Cause you
that
swapped
you are
first.
a Mason.
That
And
is
you're
a
the
great
robber.
technique. I'm not accusing, but if she were,
a werewolf
A
for like
werewolf.
the 20th time.
then she would say it would. It's a pretty smart move to say I swapped with, and she waited until nobody else
And
claimed
robber.
the robber.
Oh, a late robber werewolf gambit.
Yeah, yep, as it's known
Yeah.
in some circles.
Yeah, trademark.
This
It's
circle.
like,
I mean, in all fairness, if you noticed when I was trying to say it, I was having a hard time getting it out, so maybe I was trying to do it before that.
Ooh. Oh, okay.
This is my life.
I think Hannah's playing on a whole nother level than the rest of us right now.
8-dimensional chess.
Yeah.
Scrappy level.
She's playing like 8 boards right now.
Outstanding move.
I think that's checkmate,
Well,
guys.
I'm lost.
I lost, I'm dad.
Hi, Dad. I'm thirsty.
So you're saying you
Bit
switched
colored.
us, right? And she was a tanner originally.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you said Mason.
I was a Mason.
You said Tanner.
Yes.
You said you swapped with RJ, which makes you a Mason if he's telling the truth.
So we're saying that,
And that would make
this
him the
entire
robber.
side is villagers.
He's telling the truth.
Unless she's a werewolf.
Yeah.
My other theory, but I'm not convinced of it.
Did somebody switch Hannah's card?
No,
I
it
didn't-
doesn't sound
I-
like it.
I-
Only I did.
You switched your card with what?
With
Me.
RJ's.
With
That's
RJ.
what she says.
When I was
That's what
making
she says.
right, when I was making my trubs, I dandied the
You
two.
switched
of you.
those
You
dubs.
dandied it.
Okay.
So with this information, either I am a robber
Yeah.
or Hannah is a werewolf, a very clever werewolf.
Very clever werewolf indeed.
But if I am a
okay.
robber,
Yeah.
that means Dane.
The voice. The voice
voice.
speaks.
The
The
voice.
voice has something to say from
Yeah.
the
Voice.
chat. There is a strong hashtag Team RJ, as well as a strong hashtag Team Hannah.
Ooh, boy.
Oh, wow. One day I'll have
Two
my
titans.
own hashtag.
Two titans of the
A-
game of
ask-
One Night Ultimate Werewolf.
Wow. How
The
do you feel
battle
about?
is
I'm-
very intense.
I'm
right now.
lost, and
I don't believe you're a werewolf.
I think I'm pretty sure I'm a Mason, just judging by the fact that everybody has said they haven't touched my card.
And I know for a fact Sarah was a Mason when I
Yes.
was a Mason.
I don't
And I
think
can confirm that you were a Mason.
Grant is a werewolf.
Alright.
Oh, but maybe.
Oh, maybe.
No, I'm not a werewolf.
He
Unless
did the
some- because
Swifty
nobody's mentioned swapping my card out, so I can only stand
Yeah,
to reason that your boy is still making the troubles.
Troublemaker.
But if you swapped our cards,
I did.
and you were a
I
tanner
was a
originally,
tanner, yes.
that means that I would be a tanner, so y'all should kill me, and then I win the game.
So what does that make you now?
Confused.
I think she's a werewolf if that's the case.
I'm gonna say this: I was a minion, so that would
then-
make you a minion.
Then I'm a minion.
How did this swap happen? Did you do this swap?
As troublemaker,
I
did.
swapped. Okay, cool.
Dang, those are some like sticky fingers.
Sticky
So-
So then you
filter.
would be a minion
From
now,
Berlin down to
Okay, then you're a tanner.
and I'm a tanner. So
So-
kill me. Kill
Well,
me,
but
please,
also
kill me.
once we get past that,
Yeah,
you know if there are any werewolves at this table,
I did.
and if you tell me, I'll vote to kill you.
Really?
Wait a minute.
You
I
do
don't,
that for me?
I don't believe you.
Can I get the same promise for everyone else? Well, I think
I-
the villagers lose that way anyway.
That's
so
true.
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
not gonna promise that.
Yeah. I'll say this:
Promise me no promises, guys.
the person who is the person who is the werewolf has been the werewolf many times.
Okay, cool.
Many times.
Wait,
what do we got? 2
many
minutes
times.
There's
left.
no hunter out here, right?
I'm not a hunter.
No one's claiming hunter. Stress City, that hunter.
Yeah.
No hunter. Because that person definitely dies, right?
No.
No, they point
Hunter
in
shoots whoever they want, and
Yeah.
that person
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
If I
So
were a hunter, sorry, Hannah.
I'm just over here building houses, and I don't know what's going on.
I think
have
it's
to
Hannah.
say though,
I think it's
Hannah, and I think
I think
that
it's
she
Hannah.
played a brilliant game this round.
yes,
4D
but
chess.
chat likes him. Chat likes him, right?
Well, that's just
Hashtag
something that
him.
naturally happens. You can't blame that on me.
Well,
God,
that's
it's
the question.
That confidence.
Are
in
they-
it.
It's the beard, right,
is the
Chad? He's got a
hashtag-
beautiful, luscious beard.
Chat, is the
Werewolfy
hashtag
beard.
advocating that he's a werewolf or that we should trust what he's saying?
Team RJ.
Yeah.
Team RJ. Team Werewolf? Question mark.
Hmm.
I think he might be Wolf?
How does it feel losing your trending status, by the way?
Yeah. I was trending in the beginning of this, and I'm not trending anymore. Sorry, guys. I think Hannah's a wolf,
I think Hannah's a wolf.
and I'm on Team Villager now, so I am confident in saying, well, I'm Tanner, but who cares?
Yeah.
Wolf.
All right, we got a minute
Well, if
30
you're the
seconds.
Tanner, then you lose.
So who here has seen the most?
That's why you don't
Air
say
Bud
that you're the
movies?
Tanner.
That's a great
I'm the
question.
werewolf, everybody. I'm the werewolf.
I don't know if I've seen the most Air Bud
Oh,
movies,
I
but I've seen
believe
Air Bud
you.
the most
Oh,
times.
okay, that's cool.
Let's
I've
talk
seen
about
Air
Air Bud
once.
for a second,
Yeah.
and I'm the werewolf.
I just want to make it clear to you, Joel, that by admitting you are the Tanner,
Yeah,
the Tanner themselves is not a villager.
I'm
The
my
Tanner
own
is
thing.
their own thing.
Oh,
So you
whoa, do
lose.
they like
I'm
live
so-
outside
Kill
the
me.
village?
If
That's
I'm
why they want to die.
if I'm the minion now, I'm so
man.
confused on who I have to protect.
You have to
you're about
protect
to
the
lose.
werewolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're about to lose.
I can't figure it out, so I'm gonna lose, and it's fine. I'll be a meme forever
just
and
gonna-
ever.
What's
I
the
want to give
time?
Joel the win.
50 seconds.
Interesting.
50 seconds.
Hannah wants to give me the win.
I'm so confused.
We're all
What
killing
does
Hannah.
give me the win mean to you?
He's the Tanner, so I'm going to vote for him.
Interesting.
She's just gonna throw in the hat.
I didn't mean to imply that my vote weighed more than others.
Secret Hunter?
It's
Only
okay.
30
Yeah.
seconds left.
RJ, can you name 5 Air Bud movies?
Okay, let's do
Oh
it.
man.
In 25 seconds?
Air Bud.
Hurry!
20 seconds.
Super Buddies.
Oh, that's probably it.
I think there's a Snow Buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a Space Buddies.
Yes.
And I think there's probably
13
just
seconds.
plain Air Bud 2.
I'm sure.
Seems
I
right.
have a
Ding,
late in the
ding, ding.
game
I'm gonna
theory
guess-
that's too long to explain.
5 seconds.
I'm gonna guess Air Bud to the streets.
Air Bud to the
Okay.
streets.
Air Bud 3, Tokyo
One.
Drift.
Time is up. Everyone. 3, 2, 1. Vote.
Sorry, Joel.
Kill
Oh,
me.
it's a tie.
No. We got.
Oh, I just have one finger.
Oh, yeah,
Who are you
Yeah.
pointing at?
I mean, I
I'm
could add a
voting
finger,
Grant.
but no.
Oh,
Do we have? We don't have it?
Yeah,
we
we
don't
got.
have a unanimous vote.
Yeah,
Do
we
we
do.
not?
We got 3 on Hannah.
Oh, we do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Some say this is the hardest part of the game.
Counting fingers. Counting
Time
6
to
fingers.
reveal.
So I'm
Time to
guessing
reveal.
that means that the hunter was in the middle because
Yeah.
somebody would have died immediately.
So Hannah, really again?
Joel,
What is happening?
Joel, how dare you? How dare you? Your hint of it's someone who's been the wolf a bunch of
Here's
times
the
is
wrinkle.
not subtle. There's only one person who has been the wolf a bunch of times, and it's me.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was the Tanner.
I'm the minion now. Because I was the Tanner before.
Troublemaker.
How does
Makes
I hate
somebody
you.
else needs to shuffle because I feel like it's my fault.
Yeah, that's crazy.
See, it's not. You're doing a really good job shuffling.
I don't know how it's
Chat,
happening.
is the studio haunted?
Wait. Is Hannah? Is this just your way of telling us that you're actually a werewolf?
Has there been a game when you were not a werewolf?
Yes, there was
Yes.
one. There was one where I was
Minions.
the Tanner.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Impossible
Insane.
odds,
How many
right?
games have we played?
She's never
We've
been
been
like
here
eight
forever.
on the villager side.
Yo,
How many games?
what if we've been playing for days before?
I don't know what year it is. I woke up here. All I know is now I'm engaged to
Chat, how many
Sarah.
games have
We've
we
gone through
played?
a
How
full
many
cycle
Air
of
Bud movies
relationships.
have come out since we've been stuck in this room?
That will tell us how many years we've been in here.
Are we
How many
counting
Air Buds have I
direct-to-video?
missed?
Ear Bud 2, Electric Boogaloo.
What generation of puppies are we on?
Man.
Grand pups.
Oh, buddy.
So I think we have to play with the hunter game, so we didn't get it this time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll ever.
Get it? Like, who's ever
No,
gonna-
we won't ever get it. So anyone just joining us, we're playing One Night Ultimate Werewolf.
And spending the other half of the time tapping on this table.
Yes. It is
If I
a
may,
yeah.
we have an answer to the Air Bud question. Since you guys have been trapped in the room,
Yes, thank you.
2 Air Buds came out, but 19 Air Buddies.
Wow.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
That's straight to Blu-ray over
That's
Yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of
yeah.
puppies.
So straight to
Bud
it. Yeah,
getting
yeah.
busy.
Yeah, they just use the same footage over and over.
Bud getting busy indeed.
It's all green screen.
my
Boom, they're in
gosh.
space.
All right, so
Wow, guys.
do we want to play with the hunter again?
Yeah,
see if we can get it.
Oh,
Just to see
yeah.
if it
Nice.
crops up.
Yeah. So we have 2 werewolves, a minion, 2 masons, a robber, a troublemaker, a hunter. Yeah.
There's been a suggestion.
Yeah.
4 werewolves and 1 villager.
That's not possible.
We don't have.
We have no werewolf cards.
We don't have the werewolf cards.
Does it only come with 2
There's
werewolves?
also 6 of us.
1 airbud.
There's only 2.
1 airbud?
werewolves.
1
Like
airbud.
Ooh, I really like having an airbud.
Yeah, I do.
What would his power be? What would
Airbud's power be?
I think
We'll
that-
put Airbud in the game if you tell us what the
I
power
mean,
is.
wouldn't it be to create like hyperactive yogurt cultures?
Yeah, I think so. There's
I
no
have an
rule that says a dog can't play
Yeah,
werewolf.
I think the airbud card would allow you to make up rules in the game.
Yes.
And then you
It's
defend it by
Calvin
saying,
Ball. I
was
there's
just
nothing in the
gonna say.
rule book. Calvin Ball.
It's Calvin Ball at that point.
Yeah.
Welcome to Calvin Ball.
It's mostly just naming different airbud movies. Let's.
That's not a power. That's just things I have to watch after this.
La Chancla says the airbud's power should be the chancla. So I guess your job is to throw
A shoe
you
at
throw
somebody?
a shoe at someone and call them a werewolf.
Wow.
Interesting.
It's like the
Ooh.
hunter, but actually with physical consequences.
Yeah.
To me, entertaining. I
Anybody
think we
wearing
should do
like stilettos or boots or something?
I am.
Oh.
I did see a homebrew character that was the bad neighbor. And that person
The
wins.
Flanders?
The Flanders. That person wins if the people next to them die. Interesting. So kind of like a variant on the Tanner.
So it's always the guy that goes, I think these 2 are werewolves.
These guys right here.
Don't ask me how I
Both
know.
of the people next to them have to die?
So one of them.
One of them.
Yeah, so it's a variant on the Tanner.
Got it.
Might be interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
It's like the poison.
You know what I
Yeah.
actually like about that is if you ever genuinely accuse someone next to you, people would be like, don't listen to him. He's
They're that.
Yeah.
You want to try it?
How do we make a...
So just be the Tanner.
Oh, the Tanner is the bad neighbor.
Yeah. So then the person next to you would then,
Yeah.
you'd want them out and then you win.
But you're at a disadvantage if you're one of us. And I guess you're my neighbor. If I,
Yeah,
that's right.
Cool.
So it'd be,
counts.
yeah, neighbor.
Yeah, I like
You want
that.
to try it?
So walk out those rules one more time.
So the Tanner wins if they can get eliminated one of the people next to them.
So if you're the Tanner, you want either of these 2 dead.
So that's like the bad neighbor.
Yeah.
So if you were a Tanner, would you, because there's no one next to you, would
It'd
just
be
like
Joel.
roll around
We
and
just-
Joel?
Yeah.
Just checking.
You guys
so
want to
you
try
no
it?
longer want to die. You just want your closest friends.
I think
To
it's
die.
more positive. I think it's a more positive message for the
Hey,
kids.
Yes,
proximity
it's
does not
very
equal
positive.
friendship.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. The people in the woods nearest you.
Yeah. I don't know. You want to try it?
I like it. Let's do
Okay,
it.
let's do it.
Sounds fun.
All right. How many more games can we play?
I think 1.
One?
All right.
Okay, what time is it?
It's quarter up.
Oh yeah.
Wow, okay.
And what year is it?
Yeah, what year is
what
it?
day is this?
It's been 3 days. I didn't want to tell you.
Right,
Did,
that's
have,
fair.
I missed my wedding day.
Your wedding day.
Did we eat?
You haven't eaten anything.
Apparently
Okay.
missed my
You've
wedding
been
day.
Oh my.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess this might be our last game.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right, guys.
I'm here
Make
to
it
win.
count, guys.
Make it count.
Hashtag Team RJ.
This is homebrew.
We'll
This
see
is
if
a
that
homebrew.
keeps up.
This is a homebrew. So we're gonna play a special rule where the Tanner can only win if the people next to them.
Yeah.
One of
One
the
of
people.
One of the people.
Okay.
One of the people.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Oh, wait, no, we need we have to find out
How
who
many
we
times,
are.
Joel?
The wheels have fallen off.
How many times do you have to
The
play
wheels
this
are off
game?
the bus, everybody.
If I may,
Just gonna
Yeah.
choose
Yes.
a card.
Yes, the
RJ.
voice.
Yes.
Quentin says, "Tell RJ I said hi."
Hey, Quentin.
Oh my god.
Quentin started hashtag Team RJ, so it's
Thank you,
important.
Quentin.
Wow.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Quentin.
Did Quentin never confirm that it was hashtag Team RJ is that he's a werewolf or that he just supports him regardless?
I think
I
it's
assume
supporting.
both.
It was support. It was
Oh,
support.
wow, that's really
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, it was
Nice.
support.
Where did all those Joel people go? Are they gone now?
Yeah, they're fair weather
No,
fans.
your Joel
though.
people are here.
Oh,
they are?
I believe Sheena is a big Joel fan.
Oh, Sheena.
Sheena.
Are there any Joel
Good looking
trolls?
out.
I don't want to be a part of
Joel
any Joel
troll.
trolls.
Are there Joel trolls?
would be
Joel
great.
trolls.
Can
I'm a
someone
troll.
be a hashtag Joel troll?
Joel
Step
troll?
in
Yeah.
and do the job.
But
I'm a
Sheena,
hashtag Joel.
good looking out.
I'm also a hashtag Joel
Yeah.
Troll.
I'm hashtag Eileen's doing her best.
Complicated hashtag. We'll never catch up.
Fine.
So
Okay,
let's
pick a
select
card.
our roll
A
cards.
or E?
It's E.
Oh,
E-I-L-E.
wait, sorry.
Yeah,
Sheena
nice.
said no. She likes Hannah.
Oh,
And then Joseph
why?
said, "Can you tell Hannah I said hi?" Hashtag Team Hannah.
Thank you, but why?
good for
You're
you.
great.
Good for you.
Sorry,
Because
Joel.
Hannah's the one that's
That's
playing
all right,
the
guys.
game
Dream
the
and Music
best.
and Games says hashtag Joel Troll. So you have it.
Yeah.
I'm losing constantly.
My
Oh,
boy.
here, I'll
I
just
don't know.
do
You
this
boy has to
to
say
save
You're
you
right.
time.
You're right.
That's the handle.
I already
Dream
forgot
and
who I
music and
am.
games.
Dream music game.
I love that.
Dream music.
And thank
game.
you, Katie. I love you too.
Hey, Katie.
Katie is a fan of The Voice.
Ooh.
That's you.
Right?
That's pretty nice.
Hey, you're gonna get a 6-chair turn here, The Voice, pretty soon.
All right, guys. Last game.
Last game.
Let's go in.
Homebrew?
Homebrew.
I gotta check one more time.
Close your eyes.
And vigorous data.
Werewolves. Wake up and look for other werewolves. If there is only one werewolf, you may look at a card from the center. Werewolves. Close your eyes. Minion, wake up. Werewolves, stick out your thumb so the minion can see who you are. Werewolves, put your thumb away. Minion, close your eyes. Masons, wake up and look for the other mason. Masons, close your eyes. Robber, wake up. You may exchange your card with another player's card, and then view your new card. Robber, close your eyes. Troublemaker, wake up. You may exchange cards between two other players. Troublemaker, close your eyes. Everyone, keep your eyes closed and reach out and move your card around slightly.
Wake up!
Oh, sorry. Music.
It was Phil Collins,
Did
everybody.
we dream music and whatever that?
Yeah.
We all had sort of a shared hallucination.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a bop.
Hold on.
All right.
Just sit in this moment for a second.
Let's just breathe in this moment.
Welcome back to the Stomp stream.
Why didn't we do that
Deep
before?
cut.
Yeah, that was great.
That was
we
very fun.
just discussed.
We made
Yeah,
a beat.
Next up is the Blue Man
I
Group.
just
Yeah.
couldn't hear what he was saying at the end of
Yeah.
that. I was like, oh, no.
Yeah, we're gonna finish that the next game. All right, guys. Last game, a werewolf. Who's a werewolf?
Yeah, who's a werewolf?
Straight up.
Who's a werewolf? Who's the werewolf?
Who werewolf?
Who's a werewolf?
Their wolf?
Their wolf?
Odds are
Not this
their
time.
wolf.
Yeah.
Odds are their wolf.
She wolf?
Werewolf.
This time, I'm the robber, and I can prove it because I switched with you and you were a mason.
Shoot.
Impressed shoot? You don't hear that very often.
Dang.
Shoot.
That sounds like it's the truth, probably.
Okay.
Unless my card got swapped.
By some sort
That
of...
that does open up the possibility.
yeah, I
but-
was-
troublemaker.
But I certainly was not originally a werewolf.
Huh.
Okay. So I may be a robber now, right?
You should
swi-
be, I
Okay.
think, unless
Assuming
again
that there
there's a
hasn't been
swap.
another switch.
So,
Okay.
if you were the Mason, who's the other Mason? Was there another Mason?
There was another Mason. And it was Grant.
He's surprised by that.
He's very surprised.
No, confirmed Mason. I'm just trying to wrap my head around what could be.
Grant here, confirm Mason.
In early game robber werewolf gambit? I mean, you did the late game one. No, I think she's telling the truth.
Yeah,
Probably
no,
telling
I-
the truth.
She's probably
Probably
at this
telling
point.
the truth.
At this point, yeah.
There's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
no way to bluff that, I don't think.
Yeah, I think that we're like, I don't know, what, 8th grade classroom. There's like 3 or 4 Masons.
Yeah.
Lots of Masons.
A lot of Masons.
Who you be?
Who me be?
Who you be?
Who be me?
Who be you? Yeah, you.
I'm a werewolf.
BB.
Why would you say that?
With this
He was
again.
the Tanner.
Again? With
Again.
this? Why would you say that? Why would you raise your eyebrows in
That's
such a
some
way?
intense eyebrow
I
work.
just remembered, actually, you or Eileen is a werewolf.
How?
What?
How?
What?
What?
I just remembered. You're all werewolves.
I forgot a certain rule that we agreed upon.
Hey, I've been
seconds
there.
before playing this game.
What?
I think
He's talking about the homebrew rule where
Oh,
the
yeah.
Tanner is the bad neighbor,
So
looking
you're a
to
Tanner.
kill
Got it.
one person to their left or to the right.
unrelated to that,
Yeah.
Joel and Eileen are probably werewolves.
Well, as
So
I
you're-
confirmed, Eileen was a mason.
I was a Mason.
So that
I'm
probably
pro-
means Joel's a werewolf is the thing.
Right.
How's
That's-
that-
You're
how's
saying
nothing
you're
to
the
do with
Tanner.
your
No. I didn't say anything except that you're definitely 100% a werewolf.
You also said you were a werewolf.
That's impossible.
There's a lot of mixed
because I
signals.
think you people are werewolves.
Interesting.
Was I
This is
swapped?
but wait.
No, he's
This is a similar gambit that Joel
It
has
is.
played before.
Yes.
My
true.
favorite X-Man.
But did I win during that gambit?
Will he
I
ever-
don't remember.
will he
Did
ever
I?
get the movie?
I don't think so.
No, I
it
don't
won't be
think so
Channing
either.
Tatum.
No.
I think that ship has sailed.
So you think they're the werewolves? You're a Mason.
I think they're
Did
the
we
werewolves.
establish that there was a switcheroo there?
I
or-
have heard no switching of my
I've heard
Mason.
Okay.
no one
I
said
have-
switching.
No one has said anything
Okay, is
about
he still a
Troublemaker.
Mason then?
The switchers might be in the center.
Yeah.
But who's the werewolf?
There's one switcher, which is
my
me, the
vote-
robber.
Oh, so you switched.
So I switched with Eileen.
My vote
Okay.
is
So
that
you are now a Mason and she
I
is a
should be,
robber.
yes.
I am
And she-
a
we think
Mason.
she's a
We're
robber.
Masons together. Mason friends.
save it.
Yeah, I haven't used these tokens yet. That's kind of a fun thing.
No.
You can't just take my Tanner.
No.
Are you saying
Something
you're the
is up
Tanner?
with
See,
Joel,
I'm
man.
saying I am.
I'm gonna
Are
say
you Bob Saget right
that
now?
Joel is the werewolf because
We've got last from
my
coast
vote
to
is the
coast.
most important vote.
So if you kill Joel, then he both loses as a werewolf and I win as the potential.
I mean,
yes,
it's,
I think Joel's a
it's
werewolf.
in the
Wait.
name of the stream.
Oh, that's a good. That's a good point.
Interesting
That is a good
point.
thing about the
Two people can
homebrew
win if
thing
we
that
kill Joel.
multiple people can win.
Yeah.
I mean, like
Oh.
not on your.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Because I imagine that, like the Tanner, it's the Bat Neighbor is their own team.
So
Yeah.
there is extreme incentive to say I'm the bad neighbor, and that he's a werewolf. But it's also then incentivizing other people to try that as well, even if they're not the bad neighbor.
Yeah.
The
Like
bad neighbors-
someone might just copy the exact same thing that I said.
Yeah, like I did before, and numerous people. You're the seer, I'm the seer, everyone's the seer. But
Guys, I'm the seer,
am the
though.
bad neighbor.
I personally believe the confusion in RJ's eyes.
I mean, the eyebrow waggle bespoke a certain air of sweat
Yes.
and a cracking.
Like a bad neighbor, RJ is here.
One second. Let me be Sherlock Holmes for a second.
Oh.
If I may.
Does that make me
Dr.
what?
Deerstalker,
Yes.
here.
Here's your violin.
Detective
Thank
Pikachu.
you.
Do you need a glass, sir?
I'm playing the
Maybe a
violin.
pipe?
He's a
Maybe a
very
pipe,
prop
sir?
heavy.
Just keep the space work consistent is all we
Yes,
ask.
I have a
on this.
violin on one shoulder and a pipe. If I am the bad neighbor, correct? And I
No.
wasn't switched. Well, let's say I am the bad neighbor. And I would want them to lose. Who? Hey, I'm just put that there for now.
Not yet. We haven't decided
You
yet.
keep stealing it before we've
Yeah.
agreed.
But if I was, what would be his purpose for wanting to be the bad neighbor? Maybe because he would be a werewolf? Grant hasn't said anything about that.
Or
I mean, I
it
was a
could
Mason.
be-
That's all I know.
Yeah.
What would I say about that?
Or it could be that.
My brain is gelling. You.
Or it could be that
This
RJ
says to me
thought
that-
that his job was to get himself killed, and then realized, wait, we're playing with a different set of rules.
Guys,
Look, I think he's
No
smarter
one-
than he says he is.
here's the thing. I've only
No.
been in this room for 3 days with RJ, so I don't know him that well. But guys, you might know him a little bit better than I do.
Sarah,
What kind of actor
the
is this guy?
person who shares an office with me every single day, just said, "No, he's not that
No,
smart.
he's not that smart. No.
You're making a terrible mistake, giving this buffoon so much credit."
I mean,
I mean,
if
I
you
would
sold
be
that,
happy to accept
Guys.
that you totally tricked me if this was all a ruse, but I believe you.
Thank you.
Because if I am the bad neighbor and he is also the werewolf,
But you're not.
but I might be.
But you're not.
But I might be. If you kill him, you win and I win, and that's
Snitches
great
don't
for
get
everybody.
to be the bad neighbor, Joel.
Oh yeah, I did play a bad hand with the old minion.
Are there?
Tanner
We have no
situation.
guesses on.
Snitches get stitches.
We have no guesses on werewolves
Hannah's not
besides
mine.
probably Joel.
stitches are
Yeah,
in this
Jo-
type of year,
Joel
you know,
is
for
my
Halloween
guess.
costumes, just like exposed
Joel's like,
stitches.
yeah, I guess that's the only guess
Yes.
available.
The werewolf's
I'm
gonna
I'm
win,
gonna
guys.
kill him.
The werewolf will win if you kill me.
What if we all flipped our cards over and said friendship was the victor the whole time, or something like it was inside of
The
us
real
the whole time?
werewolf was the friends you
Yeah,
made
we
along
all
the way.
did. That'd be cool.
Oh, what if the app said it at the end?
Guys, like
Everyone,
other
close
games,
your
I want
eyes.
to know what you think.
Shake hands.
Call upon the power of your jacket.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I believe what everyone except Joel has said.
That's best practice.
Yeah, same here.
That's right, you haven't really spoken.
I said that my vote is the most important. I'm the hunter.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
I
part.
I remember that.
That was the rule. That was a rule that was added.
Oh.
So you'll kill somebody.
I will definitely kill somebody if I point at them. So
does it make it like a cat's game?
Oh,
Interesting.
Like in tic-tac-toe?
Yeah.
yeah,
Or dog's game, I guess, for this.
yeah.
So technically, I shouldn't say this. This would be my undoing. Technically,
say it.
this group could kill 2 people this round.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And you could kill both me and him and probably still win.
So do the remaining villagers win and just like mourn the loss of that villager?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
We both
what
got
it
our
said.
fingers on the button.
Or is it like you kill the bad neighbor and everyone wins?
That's true because
Everyone does win when the bad neighbor goes away.
Yeah.
Interesting, Hunter. What say you? Where do you want to throw that bullet?
Yeah, where do you want
God.
to point that gun?
I kind of wish I,
I guess-
didn't say that part.
Yeah.
I guess the only other motivation that Joel would have to
1
lie about
minute
himself
remaining.
is if he's the minion.
Oh, interesting.
So if both werewolves are here, then
He said, "Oh, interesting," like he wasn't the minion just then. Like he's like, "Oh, that does make sense."
that's
Interesting.
true. He's been trying to get other people to die.
Yes.
So that would say that
Because
he's
I
a
want to
werewolf.
win, and I also want the villagers to win. And that's why I think it's him.
Which
How
says to
good
me
are
that
you at
he's
selling that
a
line?
werewolf.
Would you?
Well, you could lose.
Only
Wait, weren't you
30
claiming you're the
seconds
bad neighbor?
left.
Yes, bad neighbor.
Would
The
you?
bad neighbor doesn't want the villagers to win.
Well, I want the person next to me to die, which would be him. I also think he's the werewolf. So you'd kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
I missed the part where we're all asleep and just making
And making tapping sounds.
Yeah.
We gotta make a decision.
Alright, so we
here.
gotta
Yeah,
go back
yeah,
to
yeah,
that
yeah.
time.
Sick.
I mean, I'm going to point to one of you. You've been nice. This has been fun. But it's probably
I think
him.
it's Joel.
I'm gonna point to Joel because I
think
need
he
my
points
neighbor
Joel.
to die.
Would a werewolf say I'm the hunter and just like call that power?
I can't think about that. We're in too deep.
Oh man.
3,
I guess.
1. Vote.
I'm dead.
My friends,
It's in the name of the stream.
lift up your Tanner card.
I was the bad neighbor.
I'll lift up my minion card, and both of my werewolves are safely in that
He is an actor.
Dang. What? Wow.
That was amazing.
Wow.
The prestige. The prestige.
Incredible. Incredible.
Good job.
I take back
Wow.
Good
what
job.
I said.
Good job.
I am so sorry
Wow.
for underestimating.
RJ.
This has
is-
been a long game. I have acted like a buffoon in the office that Sarah and I share
No.
for months,
All leading up to this moment.
all leading up to
Well done.
Prestige.
Oh yeah, there are 3 parts to any magic trick.
Mr. Wayne, there's 3 parts to every trick.
Mr. Wayne.
Mr. Wayne.
Butlers also do magic, guys.
Yes. Mr. Wayne. Well, thanks so much, guys. That was a lot of fun. Chat, did you have fun?
Wow.
Ted had a lot of fun.
I got texts.
And I had a lot of fun too, guys.
Thanks,
This was
boys.
great.
Thanks, boys.
Yes,
The voice-
of
Thank you.
course.
You were a
6 chair
guiding
turn
light
for
in
you.
a hectic time.
Wow.
Wait, boys, will
How does
you give me away at my wedding?
Absolutely, yes.
Be aware of the flower people.
Yes. The flower people. And the unaware wolves. This has been a lot of fun, guys. We might play some of the other games, but man, is my brain turned to mush after playing like 10 rounds of that.
Wow.
But if you have a Halloween party, this one might be a fun one to break out.
Is it spoopy?
It's
It
might be a little
That's
spooky.
10
Spooky.
spoopies out of 10.
Yeah, what is our ranking? How many spoopies would we give this out of 10?
I mean, do we go 13? That's like Friday
Yeah,
the 13th.
yeah, very
Oh,
spooky.
turd teen.
We give
Think this is mine now.
13 out of 13 spoopies.
out of 13 spoopies. Everybody loves the game.
Hey, how would they say that, say, if they were like a little girl in Britain?
I'm a little girl in Britain. I give this 13 out of 13.
Poor little girls in Britain.
Wow.
All right, that's true. It doesn't have to be a little girl, just a little like Cockney accent.
Yeah. They're all cut. Well, thank you so much for joining us, guys. That was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Bye. We'll see you next week on Tuesday.
We're gonna sleep in this room now.
Yeah, and we're gonna carve pumpkins next week. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh.